to the Super 7 before losing in the 2A state championship game. And they're right back in the thick of things this year and appear to be contenders again.
Yeah, the shocker around the state was Fife getting beat in week 1, which led to B.B. Comer now having this #1 ranking in 2A. And, I've said it, a lot of other people said it, B.B. Comer's a couple of mistakes away from winning the state championship and beating Fife a year ago. It tells you what type of team they had last season. A lot of those guys are back this year, and they're poised to make another run at that blue mat this year.
And speaking of blue, we'll take a look at the Rob Walker Architect Blueprint to Victory coming up as Vincent and B.B. Comer set to collide tonight under the lights on Thursday night on the AHSAA Game of the Week presented by Sarah Automotive.
This 2A high school football action tonight between B.B. Comer, ranked #1 in the state, and 6th ranked Vincent, brought to you in part tonight by Ricky Deason Insurance and Investments, 525 North Broadway. Mama Marie's Restaurant, breakfast or lunch. Reach of the World Bible Church, celebrating 30 years in ministry. And Sylacauga City Councilman District 3, Nate Boom Boom Brewer. B.B. Comer versus Vincent, 1 versus 6. Enjoy the action.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with mini dental implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Before the sun rises till well past midnight, Beam is here for you, working tirelessly to put your needs first, making sure our network is up and running to keep you connected. From the glow of a TV to a friendly video conference wave, and every smile, laugh, or touchdown in between, we'll always do our part to deliver a better tomorrow, morning till midnight. Your Beam, your way. Call today and we'll get to work for you.
And getting set for kickoff in just a bit here at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, B.B. Comer and Vincent ready to do battle. And time now for our Rob Walker Architect Blueprint to Victory. Caleb?
Yeah, biggest keys here in this ball game for Vincent. You got to get off to a good start. You can't let B.B. Comer get rolling early, and especially let Kamori Harris get going, and that's the big thing. You got to contain Kamori Harris. You let him start getting carries, and he gets going. He gets stronger as the game goes on. He's such a big body. He's tough to tackle throughout the whole game. And then for B.B. Comer, get Harris's touches. Make sure that he's touching the football, and you do that by being ahead. If you're having to play from behind, you're having to throw the football a lot more. Kamori's not getting the ball enough, and then control the line of scrimmage. That's where B.B. Comer wants to win this game, is up front, creating holes, being able to run the football, control the clock. And so if they can do that, that will lead to them being able to have some success here in this ball game.
And the Thursday night lights shining bright tonight at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. Kickoff around the corner. B.B. Comer and Vincent coming your way next.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you.
$500 over invoice now at Tony Sarah Ford. Every new Ford on the lot, $500 over invoice when you trade and finance with Tony Sarah Ford, plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. Save thousands on new F-150s and more. All backed by Sarah's lifetime warranty. No charge. Every new Ford, $500 over invoice at Tony Sarah Ford. In Sylacauga, TonySarahFord.com.
And back at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, getting set for the kick. It is top 10 matchup out of Class 2A, featuring these two teams from 2A Region 4. There's Vincent head coach Lucas Weatherford in his 6th season as head coach of the Yellow Jackets. And then across the way, BB Comer head coach Adam Fawcett. Both these coaches, Caleb, ironically, took over these programs the same year back in 2018. Coach Fawcett is kind of maybe a little bit ahead of where Vincent was in terms of how quick he was able to get BB Comer back as a factor in Class 2A, but Coach Weatherford's done an outstanding job with the Vincent team as well.
Yeah, and I can tell you one of the things that's helped Coach Fawcett is having the guy he has back there in the backfield in Kamori Harris.
Yeah.
And he can make up for a lot of stuff for you and does a great job of playing both sides of the ball and had probably the hardest hit in the Super 7 last year, coming at middle linebacker, getting back there, making a play. So looking forward to watching him tonight and seeing how this Vincent team decides to defend him and if they can kind of get the ball out of his hands a little bit, make some other guys make some plays.
And we are underway. BB Comer kicking off to Vincent. And here is the speedy Rykeelis Robertson on the kick return. As it is, we mentioned, a very nice evening tonight in Sylacauga. Temperature in the low 70s at kickoff and no rain in the forecast. And here's a look at the Vincent offense getting set to take the field. Both these teams, as we mentioned, are 4-0 on the year, and they both average about the same number of points offensively, about the same number of points they give up on the defensive side. Both are averaging right around 40. There's Kason Fields, the starting quarterback, a junior for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and you know, these are two teams that have state championship experience. For Vincent, it was in baseball, and for BB Comer, we've talked about it in football last year.
First down, Fields on a short run is swarm tackled. We'll take a look at the offensive lineup for Vincent. We mentioned, Caleb, this unit is averaging about 41 points a game, but really you see their tailback, Rykeelis Robertson. He is a dynamic player. He's rushed for over 2,400 yards in his career already at Vincent.
Yeah, no, he's a dynamic guy for him back there, and they're going to need to get him going early in this ball game, and there's a good carry for him right there. That'll set up a good opportunity here coming up for this Vincent offense. And the biggest thing, stay ahead of the chains, and that right there will allow you to do that when you get runs like that.
And here's a look at the BB Comer defense. This unit is giving up only 8.5 points per game. And here's a little quick pass that's incomplete out here in the flat, intended for Matson Davis. The throw just a little low.
Yeah, and right there, maybe just a little nerves here early in the ball game from Kason Fields. You're trying to get that screen out there as quick as possible, but just kind of short-armed it a little bit, wasn't very accurate with it, and that's very costly, as that would have probably given them a chance to get the first down right there. Instead, it's now 4th down. They'll have to punt it away here. A good 3-and-out forced by this BB Comer defense.
That is exactly the way Coach Fawcett would have drawn it up, is to kick the ball off to start the game and get a 3-and-out, which is exactly what happened. So here's the punt that will hit at about the 25, and it will bounce into the arms of the return man for BB Comer. And that is number 9, Richard Weed, the junior. So BB Comer will come out for their first offensive series of the game with pretty good field position.
Yeah, and Weed was a huge player at wide receiver this past year for BB Comer. Had a big state championship game, especially early in that ball game. And he's a guy that Devin Harvey will be looking to a lot to try to get the football to. But the guy they really want to get going is right there behind Harvey, number 23, Kamori Harris at running back.
First down, the mishandled snap there, and Harvey will just take off and run to the edge and step out of bounds for maybe about a yard gain as we take a look at the BB Comer starting offense. And this is a very explosive offensive team. BB Comer comes in averaging about 39 points a game. We mentioned Harvey, the quarterback, and as Caleb mentioned, Kamori Harris, 6'2", 230-pound running back. And he is a handful, and he will be a key factor in this game for Vincent to try to contain him if they hope to win here on the road tonight. Another mishandled snap. That one a little high, and penetration was there, so a negative play. As you see, number 9, Ray Albright, averages about 11.5 tackles a game, getting back there to get the stop.
Yeah, Albright, very good player for this Vincent team. Big-time linebacker. He's got great size there, able to get in the backfield and puts a big hit there on Kamori Harris. But right now it's the snaps here early in this ball game that has given this offense a lot of trouble.
And there's a look at the Vincent defense that is giving up only 8 points a game. So 3rd down and long, plenty of time for Harvey. He slings it downfield, receiver wide open at the 47-yard line, and that is Richard Weed. Very, very soft coverage, and the Tigers come up with a big 3rd down play.
And I'm interested to see when he catches the ball here, was his knee on the ground? Is that why he kind of stopped the way he did? And yes, it looks like it was. So he thought he was down, and that's kind of why he just stopped on the play. See right there, that right knee touches the ground, and he thought the play was over. But hey, if you don't hear a whistle, keep going, and that's exactly what he did there. But a big 3rd down conversion for this offense.
1st down out at midfield, and here's the first carry of the night for Harris. And he will pick up 6 yards to the Vincent 44-yard line.
I mean, it took 5 guys to drag him to the ground right there, and you can just see when he comes running through the hole. And here, early in the ball game, it's not going to be as bad for Vincent. It's when the second half rolls around, later into the 3rd, on into the 4th quarter, when you're continuing to have to hit a big load like this at 230 pounds. I mean, it just gets tougher and tougher. And I can tell you from seeing him a few times, Kamori Harris is a guy that gets better as the game goes on as well.
Averages about 13.7 yards per carry. And look at him just fight, and no whistle, still no whistle, and it is going to be a huge gain for Kamori Harris. And this is a great example of what you were talking about. Is it takes a village to get this guy down, doesn't it?
And even when you had the village right there, I mean, just keeps his legs moving. You see how strong he is. And a great job right there by Harris to just keep going forward. And so after the first 2 plays weren't what they kind of scripted to get this game started, these last few plays have gone exactly how B.B. Comer wanted, with the deep pass and then 2 great runs here by Kamori Harris.
Another Black Diamond 1st down at the 33. And the pass is complete. Once again, it's Weed. He is not the biggest target in the world, but he definitely has good speed.
No, and that's where he's going to give this Vincent defense problems, is he's just so fast. You have to play off of him. Can't really come up and press him. And then you see right there, I mean, you're playing off the ball. You're making sure he doesn't get past you, and all of a sudden he just turns for one of those quick little out routes and can turn it into a 20-yard gain.
He's caught 8 balls for 69 yards coming into the game, and here is a big hole here for Sims, his first carry, and he is going to take it inside the 10-yard line for another Black Diamond 1st down, as B.B. Comer in the Greenco green zone for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and Raylan Sims is a guy we hadn't even talked a lot about here early in this ball game, but what a 1-2 punch that B.B. Comer has. He's maybe not as big as Kamori Harris, but still a very big body coming in there at running back, very strong. And you see when he gets out there to the outside, it's going to be very hard to contain him. And once one of them gets tired, you just put the other one back in, and that's what makes this offense so difficult to stop.
They'll give it to Sims on the running. In the running game, they'll also throw it to him. Here they give it to him again, and turns what looked like a negative play into a very short gain.
And he just broke one of the defender's ankles right there with that juke move. Great run right here. You see him get around Ray Albright, and then right there, big move. Put the defender on the ground, and good run to gain just a couple of yards there and set up now 2nd down and goal from right around the 5-yard line here for B.B. Comer.
So Harvey looks back to the bench for the call. He will take the snap and keep it himself and drive forward and cross the goal line for the game's first score. The Big Time Entertainment touchdown comes by way of the 5-yard run by that young man, quarterback Devin Harvey.
Now, one of our keys going into this ball game was controlling the line of scrimmage up front for BB Comer, and their offensive line did that. You see right here, a good push. I mean, those guys are 3 yards behind the original line of scrimmage before they even make contact with Harvey. And then we've talked about these two running backs, how big they are, how tough they are to contain. You add Harvey into the mix. He's a big body back there at quarterback. He moves very well and does a good job of just lowering the shoulder and falling into the end zone. And so great drive to get things started here for BB Comer.
And here's your Mezrano Law Firm extra point. Little pass, and it is complete to Datrion Wells for the 2-point conversion. Again, a Mezrano Law Firm extra point. Mezrano Law Firm. Mez wins as we get another look at the touchdown first and then another look at the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, great job there. Harvey just lowering the shoulder, falling in the end zone. And then I really like this 2-point play. You roll him out to his left. It's kind of just an option play. If the defender doesn't commit to the quarterback, he's going to take off, try to get to the pylon. Once he sees the defender commit, wide open over there to find number 17, Datrion Wells. And great job right there for BB Comer. It's exactly how you script it up. The first 2 plays didn't look very good for them and had a low snap and then a high snap. But once they got those snaps down, the big completion there on 3rd down, and this offense got going, and that is exactly what you want to do to a defense like Vincent, who just has not given up very many points so far this year.
And I'd like to thank our friends at King Boys Towing and Recovery as they help us bring you these great angles that we have each and every week on the AHSAA Thursday night game of the week. And there's a look at our high end zone camera. As you see the lift there that King Boys Towing and Recovery takes care of for us each and every week on Thursday Night Lights. So an impressive opening offensive series for BB Comer as they strike first here at home and lead Vincent 8-0. Time now for the Alabama Family Central kickoff. And this will be fielded at the 15-yard line by Deontay Robertson. Good coverage as he is taken down there by Michael Kirksey.
Great coverage there by BB Comer because, you know, I'm going to tell you, it's not that they're bad kickoffs, but they're line drives. I mean, these are 90-mile-an-hour fastballs going down the field. And so both times it's looked like Vincent's going to have some room to run and some place to go. And all of a sudden, this closing speed from BB Comer is just very impressive. And they get down there and make the tackle. And so this offense backed up a little bit here to start their second drive of the ball game and need to get something going here to give that defense a little bit of a break and try to get some momentum back over there on that Yellow Jacket sideline.
So they begin this series at their own 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, a 3-and-out on their first offensive series. So here is the give to Robertson. And Robertson turns the corner and picks up about 6, maybe 7 yards there on that first down carry.
Good run there for Robertson, but what was really impressive is right here, once he cuts up, you'll see Harvey. He got a hand right there trying to rip that ball out. Keeps that close and tight to the chest. And so a good job of not fumbling that football and exactly what you need here now, setting up a 2nd down and 3. Don't want to be behind the chains against this defense here for BB Comer.
This young man averages 144 yards a game, but he's in a little bit of trouble behind the line of scrimmage here. We got a flag, though. Evidently, they blew the play dead, which may be a break for Vincent.
Yeah, I think it's going to be offsides there against Jakari Brown. He came off the edge very quickly, but may have been a little bit too quick. In high school football, they blow it dead when you jump off sides, not like college and the NFL where you see those free plays and things like that happen. So looks like it'll be an easy first down here for Vincent, and they needed that.
And that is indeed the call. Offsides against the young man who got the penetration, Jakari Brown, the sophomore. So that'll give Vincent their first down of the game by way of the penalty. And they'll take it. First down at the 38. The Black Diamond first down. Fields hands off to Robertson. Runs right into the BB Comer defender, but drives forward for another positive gain on first down.
Yeah, good run by Robertson. I mean, he was hit right at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he'd be stopped for no gain. And kind of what we saw from Harris earlier, just keeps his feet moving, starts falling forward. Next thing you know, you've got about 4 or 5 yards, and ends up being a really good first down play there for the Yellow Jackets.
We'll call it 2nd down and 5. And a little trouble handling the snap, and nice job by Fields. It looked like he was going to hand it to Robertson. Just had to hold on to the football and avoid a turnover, and winds up picking up a Black Diamond first down.
You know, sometimes when something like that happens, the defense also starts kind of getting out of their lanes because they're going for the ball and trying to make something happen. And just a great job by Fields to not really panic right there and just start going forward. You don't want to go sideways or go backwards. Just go forward, try to start gaining some yards. Turned into a huge gain right there for Vincent.
Timeout on the field. BB Comer with an early 8-0 lead at home here against Vincent.
I need the King boys.
Don't call 2 clowns in a tow truck when you're dreaming of them King boys.
Bandits Bar and Grill is your stop for great food, family fun, and live music. Wednesday night, it's Cornhole Tournament. Thursday night, Biker Night. Don't forget about the live music too. Great steaks, full bar, awesome appetizers, wings, nachos, tacos, and fried catfish. Stop in today or give us a call at 256-369-2920. That's Bandits Bar and Grill on Fort Williams and Sylacauga.
Diamond Paving. They take care of all your commercial and residential needs, whether it's parking lots, driveways, highway and street, construction and repair, excavating and hauling. They can handle it all. Chuck and Nikki Hollis at Black Diamond Paving. Central and North Alabama, serving you at Black Diamond Paving. So back out of the first quarter media timeout. There you see 5:38 to go here in the first quarter. Vincent trying to answer on the road. Already down 8-0 to the home team. And Fields fakes, in some trouble behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard, if that much. Once again, it was sophomore Jakari Brown, one of a trio of BB Comer defenders on the tackle.
And I think that was a straight quarterback keeper all the way. You can see the line pulling over there to the right side. They were trying to catch him chasing after the running back and use Fields in his legs, but a nice job by BB Comer.
2nd and long, Robertson. Nice vision following the lead block there from Keller Finn. Lost his footing, I think, just short of the needed yardage for the first down.
Yeah, good job right here, though, by Finn. You see him go get out in front, go find somebody, and you see him right there, locks onto his guy, and if it wouldn't have been for Robertson slipping, he did a good job of following his block, reading his lineman's butt right there and trying to get to the outside, but just tripped over him. So it looks like it'll be a 3rd down and short coming up here for Vincent.
Possibly 4-down territory for the Yellow Jackets. Here's the pitch to Robertson, cuts it back upfield, cuts it up again, and he should have the Black Diamond first down. That was a nice individual effort there by Rykeelis Robertson.
Yeah, because you'll see it right here coming off the edge. They were crashing, boom, great cut inside. That allowed him to gain some space. And thought it was enough for the first down, but actually he's going to be just a little short there, so it'll actually be 4th down and 2 coming up.
And they will indeed go for it. They need to get to the 34-yard line for that Black Diamond first down. BB Comer, a bunch of guys at the line of scrimmage. Robertson takes the handoff, and he is going to be yanked back, and he's not going to get there. Going to be about a yard short in this BB Comer defense. Comes up with the 4th down stop.
Great stop there for BB Comer. It looked like Robertson had found a little bit of a hole, and then unfortunately also for Vincent, Looks like an offensive lineman may have gotten rolled up on from behind right here, which is what you never want to see over there, right tackle. I think that's Ethan McElrath on the ground right now. You can see he's favoring his left leg. You could see it on the play. They kind of came from the outside trying to make the tackle, and just the whiplash of the defender went right into him. And that's your biggest fear as an offensive lineman, is those type of plays there, stuff that you really can't control, things you can't handle, just getting rolled up on from behind or from the side. And hate to see that there from McElrath. He looks like he is unable to put any weight on that left knee right now.
And not only is he a key player on the offensive line, he's one of their top defensive leaders as well. And as you mentioned, cannot even put any weight at all on that left leg. Tough break there for junior Ethan McElrath, and hope for the best for this young man as they take him over to the sideline to further evaluate his injury.
You know, sometimes with knee injuries, they can scare you more than they actually, you know, that something's wrong. And you hope that that's the case here for him, is maybe it's just scared him a little bit more than it actually is injured, and he can start to walk it off. But hope that we see 55 back in this ball game here tonight.
So BB Comer takes over, first down at their 35. They marched it right down the field on their first offensive series of the game. Harvey hands it off to Harris. Huge opening around the edge, and Harris crosses midfield, still on his feet, and will step out of bounds at the Vincent 30-yard line for a Black Diamond first down.
Guys that are that size just aren't supposed to be able to move like that, Mickey. And you see once he gets out in open space, I mean, look at that, boom. Nice juke move there. He does it again right here. I mean, when you're that big and you get going the way that he was right there, you should be able to just stop and go again the way that he was able to. And that was a very impressive run. He shows you why he is committed to go play football at Memphis after this season.
Coming into this game sitting at 4,116 yards, 56 touchdowns in his BB Comer career, and he still has the rest of this season to go. Pass downfield is caught at the 10-yard line, and taking it into the end zone for the touchdown is De'Arian Riley, the freshman wide receiver, for the Big Time Entertainment touchdown.
That is a big freshman out there playing wide receiver for BB Comer. I'm telling you, they have got some weapons. You look at Weed, now you add this freshman Riley into the mix. A lot of speed. You have to honor the run game because of who they have back there at running back. It opens up the one-on-one opportunities for these wide receivers, and now we'll see BB Comer go for two again here to try to make this a 16-0 ball game.
Harvey rolling out to his left as he did a moment ago. This time he just keeps it and takes it in for the two-point conversion. That is a Ms. Reno Law Firm extra point. Ms. Reno Law Firm, Mez wins.
Same exact play that we talked about earlier. That time the defender stayed with the tight end out there, and so Harvey just kept it on into the end zone. But you see a great throw here, got it right over the defender's hands, allowing Riley to get into the end zone. And then again, same exact play on the two-point conversion. He sees the defender stay with his wideout, and it's easy for a guy like Harvey with his speed to get 3 yards getting out to the edge. And great start here for BB Comer. This is what you want to do, and you get a statewide opportunity like this to be on statewide television. You're the #1 ranked team in 2A. You want to go put on a good showing and show everybody out there why you're the #1 team. They've done that here through the first about 9 minutes of this ball game.
$16-0, 3:23 to play in the first quarter. It is all BB Comer in this game so far, as they've got two Big Time Entertainment touchdowns. Hey, we got a minute to tell you about Big Time Entertainment. It's Alabama's newest and largest family entertainment center located off exit 185 in Oxford. Something for every member of the family, no matter your age. A very exciting indoor go-kart arena. They've got bowling, laser tag, an elevated ninja challenge course, a large arcade, axe throwing, you name it. If it's under the category of fun, you'll find it at Big Time Entertainment. Here's your Alabama Family Central kickoff. Once again fielded by an up man at the 20-yard line. This is Deontay Robertson again, and Robertson with a very nice return out to the 45-yard line. So at least Vincent will have very good field position to start this drive. The tackle on special teams made again by Michael Kirksey.
Vincent needed that, get a little bit of momentum. You know, they've it's not like they just haven't been able to move the football. They, you know, they dropped a screen pass, which would have easily been a first down on their first drive, and then on the last drive, you come down to 4th down and just unable to get that one extra yard that you needed, and this B.B. Comer offense has made them pay for it. So now Case and Fields and this group needs to put something together here and go get some points on the board.
Again, good field position for Fields and company. Hands it off to Robertson. Robertson had to cut it back up inside. Great job setting the edge there by Devin Harvey for B.B. Comer.
We saw him make a great throw there at quarterback, and then he just flips right over to the defensive side and makes a great play there defensively as well, turning him back inside and allowing for his guy, Jakari Brown, who we saw jump off sides on that last possession, to come in and make the tackle.
Second down, Fields keeps. Nice fake to Robertson, and Fields takes it inside the B.B. Comer 45-yard line, and that will be a black diamond first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Fields a really good athlete. Really has nice feet. And you see right here, he just uses speed, get out to the outside. Nice little move there. They're going to need him. He's going to have to provide something in the run game to help this group out.
Robertson, nice surge by that offensive line and a pickup of 6 yards on first down for senior Rykeelis Robertson. So Vincent going pretty much exclusively with this running game. They've got it down to the B.B. Comer 42. Robertson gets the call again, and he reaches out and may indeed have the first down. They did give him the first down, so it is a black diamond first down. This young man shows good patience, letting his blocks develop, good vision. B.B. Comer loading the box against this Vincent running game. We've got a flag thrown before the snap. It's going to cost the Yellow Jackets 5 yards.
Yeah, I think that was Grayson Gould, the right guard, that moved just a little bit early right there for Vincent. And also, we saw McGrath injured on that 4th down play last time out. He is not back on the field. Looks like number 59, Kendarius Chapman, the 10th grader, has now come into the ball game to play right tackle for Vincent.
So one penalty for each team so far here late in the first quarter. 1st and 15. Robertson gets the handoff, cuts it back up, shows some speed, and spins his way down near the first down, and they're going to give it to him. So it's a gain of 16 yards for Robertson and another black diamond first down.
Great run here by Robertson. They're pulling, it's kind of a buck sweep play. They're pulling both guards, and he just outruns everybody out to the outside. And if it wouldn't have been for Christian Jemison pulling him to the ground right there, would have been a touchdown for Vincent. Now it's like another pre-snap stoppage.
Timeout taken by the B.B. Comer defense with exactly 1 minute to play in the first quarter. So that is a King Boys towing and recovery timeout. We mentioned this is a top 10 matchup, and there you see highlighted in yellow the two teams we're featuring this week on the AHSAA game of the week. But Caleb, you got some other good 2A teams there in the mix as well.
Let me tell you, this class right here is loaded. I mean, it really is. You look at, we were seeing B.B. Comer and Vincent tonight, how good these two teams are. Reeltown right down the road from B.B. Comer is a team that can make a lot of noise. We obviously know what type of program Fife has, and we saw B.B. Comer compete against Fife in the state championship last year, and as we talked about in the opener, they're just a few mistakes away from winning this ball game last year against Fife, and really got out to a good start against them. Fife just showed you why they've won. I think their record's like 103 over the last 6-7 years, and they're going to be in the mix to make some noise, but Feist's going to have their hands full with Pisgah when they take them on later on this year. We expect to maybe see that matchup twice this season as well, unless some of these other teams like Tuscaloosa Academy and some of them can get in there and make some noise. But 2A is just an absolutely loaded class, top to bottom, north and south.
First down give to Robertson, not much at all. And there's no secret here what Vincent is trying to do to this B.B. Comer defense, and so B.B. Comer is really selling out to stop this run. You wonder if the Yellow Jackets are going to have to try something in the passing game at some point here soon.
Well, and it shows you a lot of trust in Kendarius Chapman, who's come in to play right tackle as well, because all their runs have been to the right side. You would think, backup offensive lineman in, they're going to run to the other side, but most of their success here on this drive has been running right over there behind Chapman over there on the right side of this offensive line.
Fields with the quarterback keeper that time, picked up about 4. Is going to set up a third down. Probably will not run that play till the second quarter, as the final seconds ticking off the clock here at Legion Stadium in the first quarter. And that will indeed be what happens, as Vincent will take this opportunity to talk things over on a very important third down play coming up. Thursday Night Lights coming your way from Sylacauga tonight. A top 10 matchup out of Class 2A. So far, though, it's all B.B. Comer. The Tigers with a 16-0 lead.
Greenco Athletic Fields Care and Maintenance is Alabama's premier athletic sports field specialists. Greenco offers comprehensive athletic field solutions for all your athletic field needs. Our experienced technicians provide complete programs to manage playing surfaces, parks, and other high-traffic community spaces. Greenco also provides anti-mosquito control, overseeding, aeration, and turf care to schools and cities across the state.
Hey, Dad. Now that school's back in session, let's give them a mattress lesson.
Okay.
Is Dover's Mattress Closeout Center a true closeout center, or is it just a name on the wall?
Kids, Dover's Mattress Closeout Center is not just a name on a building. We truly acquire and sell scuffed, discontinued, closeout mattresses and adjustable beds discounted on average 40 to 50% off.
Wow, that was better than a math lesson. But remember the slice that price.
Oh, boy.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Hello, my name is Henry Looney. I'm the pastor of Reaching the World Bible Church, and we'd like to invite you to our 30th church anniversary and homecoming on Sunday, September 24th at 1 p.m. Come celebrate with us. God bless you. We hope to see you there.
The AHSAA Thursday night game of the week presented by Sarah Automotive. We are at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. Top-ranked B.B. Comer flexing their muscle at home tonight. 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a 16-0 lead over 6th-ranked Vincent. And here's a big 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Yellow Jackets. And they're going to get a little help here, as darting across the line of scrimmage a little early was sophomore Jakari Brown.
Yeah, second time for him tonight. And you know, those type of penalties, they'll frustrate you as a coach, but also they love to see that they have, a 10th grader that's ready to go get after somebody and go hit. But Coach Fawcett didn't say a word to him. Sometimes that's even worse than getting yelled at, is when the coach just doesn't even say anything to you, just kind of gives you that stare.
Love that reaction from Coach Fawcett. So here's a big 3rd and 3 for Vincent, just inside the B.B. Comer 15. And it'll be Fields on the keep. Tries to get around the edge. Takes a hit low at about the 12-yard line by B.B. Comer's Michael Kirksey. It's very close.
A really good job here by B.B. Comer. I mean, they just keep stringing them out, and then boom, Kirksey comes flying up to make the hit.
So it is 4th and a yard. Vincent already 0 for 1 on 4th down tries. They'll try to convert here. Robertson slips down, and that's going to cost him. It looked like he had an opportunity to cut it back upfield and easily get the first down, but lost his footing here on the turf at Legion Stadium. And he is short. So Vincent now, second time in this first half, they've gotten into scoring position in B.B. Comer territory and cannot convert on the fourth down again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why Robertson stopped at all right here. All he had to do just keep running right here. And maybe, I mean, wide receiver, the corner had kind of gotten around him a little bit, but I feel like he still had enough. If he just keeps trying to run out there to the outside, he probably would end up having the speed to get out there to the edge. And by stopping, he ends up slipping. And, you know, we talk about this being a game of inches. This could now be a 22 or 24-0 ball game, and yet Vincent has gotten stopped just inches short of a first down on fourth down twice. That really would have turned this whole entire ball game around.
And this is Harris on the carry, right up the middle. Short gain of a couple of yards, so it'll be second down and 8. And this is it's a very important series here for this Vincent defense if they could get a 3 and out and get the ball back with good field position.
Yeah, Vincent defense really needs to come up big right here. Have to find a way to get a stop, get that ball back in your offense's hands. You're not out of this ball game, but can't let Comer continue to add to their lead.
And here is Harris. And the play defended well once again there by Vincent as they get a host of white jerseys to the ball carrier. So that is going to give them an opportunity now to get off the field. It's going to be third down and long.
Big stop right there for Vincent. And as you said, sets up third and long. They've had him in this situation once before, and they gave up a big pass completion. That's what got this Comer offense really rolling there on their first drive of the ball game. So be huge for Vincent. Find a way to get in the backfield, get some pressure on Harvey. Get off the field, force Comer's first punt here tonight.
B.B. Comer 1 for 1 on third down tries. It's 3rd and 7 here. And they pitch it to Harris like a busted play, and then Harris is just going to use his individual athletic ability and bring it all the way out to the 40-yard line for the Black Diamond first down. And that's gut-wrenching for this Vincent defense. They appeared to have this play stopped.
Yeah, I mean, they had him exactly where they wanted him. Harris just changes field, and it doesn't even look like he's running that hard. I mean, he's just gliding, and it just shows how athletic he is. And then right there, lowering the shoulder and just running through people. A big play there by Kamori Harris. That's the difference in this ball game right now. B.B. Comer is coming up with the big plays when they need them, and Vincent has come up just short on 2 big fourth down plays that, you know, if they're able to convert those, we're looking at a totally different type of football game right now.
B.B. Comer is 2 for 2 on third down tries, and Vincent is 0 for 2 on fourth down tries. And that, as you said, pretty much sums up where we are here in the first half. Well, we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take advantage of the opportunity and tell you about the big game coming up on live stream tomorrow night on WOTM. Hewitt Trussville at Hoover. The game will kick off at 7 o'clock. And that will be a great matchup between the Huskies and the Bucks. Hoover, by the way, falling out of the rankings for the first time in, 266 polls?
Yeah,
was that
2000. Right? First time since 2000. How crazy is that? And, you know, it's a big week for Hoover. If they don't beat Hewitt this week, they get Mountain Brook next week. And, I mean, we're talking about a Hoover that could be 1-5 6 weeks into the year, which is crazy to think about.
First down give up the middle. And this is Sims, I believe, on the carry. And that is indeed the carry, or Gaddis actually, Cameron Gaddis, who came into this game averaging 6 yards a carry, picks up 3 yards there on first down.
Yeah, that's, you know, Comer just continues to just get 3-4 yards at a time, 3-4 yards at a time.
And this time it's back to Sims, and that play defended well by Vincent. So quickly, here's another third down coming up for B.B. Comer. Another opportunity for this Yellow Jacket defense to get off the field. They've been on the field a lot here in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, they have. And Vincent has a lot of guys that plays both ways as well, but it's so much tougher to play defense than it is offense. Offense, you know where you're going. You know what your assignment is. Defense, you're chasing all the time. You're running sideline to sideline a lot more. And so the more that they're out there having to play defense, the more tired this group's going to be. And, already down McElrath, who's big force up front.
3rd and 5. Harris looks to throw deep. Goes downfield, and we've got a flag. The pass is caught on the deflection down at the 10-yard line by Sims, and we'll have to check the penalty flag, but for now it is a long completion and another 3rd down conversion for the Tigers.
Everything is just going B.B. Comer's way right now in this ball game. They've made a lot of stuff go their way as well, but just all the bounces and the things that are, just close, inches away, going the way of the B.B. Comer Tigers, and they're now in business to really extend their lead and put a lot of pressure on the Yellow Jackets. Another great throw here by Harvey as well.
And he had all day to throw. The defender, Skylar McCrimmon, was not in bad position, just could not knock the ball down. And what concentration there by Sims. That is his longest pass reception of the season. And it sets up B.B. Comer again in great shape as they are now 3 for 3 on 3rd downs in this first half. First down just inside the 12-yard line as the Tigers back in the green zone, and Harris bottled up, and gosh, it just takes every player in white to get this guy down.
Yeah, I mean, it takes every player on the team to come up and get him to go down. And I mean, just such a big body. And you see, I mean, look at his arms right there. You just don't see many running backs that are built the way that he's built. And that's a guy that's been making a lot of noise here in the state since his 9th grade year.
Yeah, we mentioned coming into this game over 4,000 yards rushing in his career and 56 touchdowns. And those numbers will only go up as the season moves along, because you would think B.B. Comer is going to be deep into the postseason once again. Here is the rollout by Harvey, and just kind of throws it away as that play was defended very well there by the Vincent secondary.
Well, that's the same play they've ran on both 2-point conversion plays. This time they just tried to run it with a little bit more space, and Vincent said, hey, you got us first 2 times, but we figured out how to defend this now. You better come up with something new. And so we've already seen B.B. Comer does not kick extra points. They probably will not kick a field goal, and so this will be a huge opportunity for Vincent to get a big stop right here and get some confidence and have a chance to go get some points here before halftime.
So 3rd down and 8. Harvey keeps, and he's going to be wrapped up down low on a nice tackle there by Grayson Galde, but it's going to be 4th down for B.B. Comer. They need about 2 yards to pick up the Black Diamond first down, or 3 yards. We'll call it 4th and 3. Harvey keeps. Nice lead block, ducks his head and bulls his way into the end zone for the Big Time Entertainment touchdown. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game for Mr. Harvey. 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
And we've talked about how important Kamori Harris is for this group, but this offense is going to live and die off of Harvey, and he's showing you why here tonight. He's thrown the ball very efficiently, and when he wants to tuck it and run, I mean, they can run that play probably every single play all the way down the field and have success. I mean, you get both your big running backs out in front blocking for him. He's a big body back there at quarterback. And so now, chance to make this a 24-0 game here very, very early in this one.
And they will not convert with a fine play defensively by Grayson Galde. And so the score will remain 22-0 as B.B. Comer comes up short on the Mezrano Law Firm extra point. Mezrano Law Firm. Mez wins. Another look at the fine defensive play.
Yeah, good job right here by
the
Harvey.
Touchdown first.
And just lowering his shoulder and falling into the end zone. You see how tough he is to tackle, and then I don't really get the two-point conversion play call. You've had success rolling your quarterback out and giving him options on the first two-point conversion plays, and you'd done it rolling to his left, and I'm just surprised they didn't try to do something with him rolling to his right and giving him a chance to just have an option. You can tuck it and run, you can throw it, you can turn and go find someone back on the backside. And just trying to run straight at him right there did not work out here for B.B. Comer, but still a 22-0 lead 18 minutes into this ball game.
And I'd like to thank our friends at Southern Smiles of Sylacauga, your hometown dentist, changing lives one smile at a time, and proud sponsor this year of our Smile Camp that we have every Thursday night on the AHSAA Game of the Week. Southern Smiles of Sylacauga. A lot of nice smiles there in that picture. A lot of smiles on the B.B. Comer side. Caleb, they have scored every time they've touched the football so far tonight.
No, I mean, it's like we were talking about earlier. I mean, when you're the #1 team in the state, you know, you get this chance to be on statewide television and really showcase who you are, and it can go one of two ways. You can, you know, kind of play tight and not play as well, or you can come out and do exactly what B.B. Comer has done tonight. And I don't think there's anybody watching this game right now and wondering why is this group the #1 team in 2A. They've showed you here tonight with how they've played.
Yeah, the only smile we didn't see there was from Coach Fawcett. He's not going to give us a smile this early.
Nah, you're not going to get many smiles out of Coach Fawcett during the season.
And there you see Chris Wilson, the senior, getting set to kick off.
You know, Coach Fawcett actually, he tore his Achilles last year, tore some ligaments in his ankle. I can't remember which one it was, but happened during the year, and so he had to coach the last 3-4 games of the season during the postseason, you know, with some pain over there on the sideline.
That is no fun. The Alabama Family Central kickoff fielded at the 15-yard line by Lane Mims. Big return right up the middle. Mims stays on his feet to the 45-yard line. Finally wrapped up and taken down by Raylon Sims, but that'll be the second consecutive time that Vincent's had field position right around midfield. Let's see if this is the time they take advantage.
I mean, like we've talked about, they've moved the football. You know, it's not like this is you know, they have 0 points on the board, and it's come from the fact they just haven't been able to move it. They've gone 3 and out every time. I mean, they've moved the football against B.B. Comer. You have to find a way to finish these drives. They just haven't been able to finish any of these drives. They've gotten down inside the 30 twice. So it would be huge right here to go get some points for halftime, really get some momentum back over there on that Yellow Jacket sideline. It's a good start here from Kason Fields.
Fields on the keep. He's going to have the Black Diamond first down inside the 45-yard line. So a nice gain there on first down as Fields getting it done with his legs here.
Good read right there by Fields. Follows his blocking. Nice hole up there in the middle. And just keeps his legs moving all the way to that first down marker. So a good start to this drive. Like we were saying, they're moving the football. You see the strength there from Kamori Harris. Just lifts them right up in the air and kind of gives them a smile. That was funny.
First down at the 45. Fields rolls out to his left. And the pass is incomplete at the 36-yard line. It was intended for Phoenix Maxwell, who came into the game with 8 catches on the season. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
And to me, that's the two biggest differences between these two offenses is there really hadn't been anything there from a passing standpoint for Vincent so far tonight. And when B.B. Comer's wanted to, they've been able to take the top off the defense and complete some balls downfield. And so Vincent's had to honor that. Meanwhile, Comer just keeps creeping up here. And it's making it tougher and tougher for Vincent to consistently run the football against them.
2nd down and 10 at the 44. And some confusion and a big loss behind the line of scrimmage. And shooting through there was Chris Wilson. And I don't know exactly what Vincent was trying to do here, but it's going to set up a 3rd and very long.
And I mean, that's a couple times tonight that we've seen the Vincent players slip on this turf. And it cost them right there. And wouldn't have mattered anyways because B.B. Comer was right there to meet him in the backfield, and you can tell this defense starting to gain some confidence. And so now a big 3rd and long after the great first down play from Vincent to get this drive started.
3rd and 15. Fields Throws, and it is complete to Robertson. Breaks one tackle, dives forward to the 41, but will still be about 7 yards short of the Black Diamond first down. Do you go ahead and go for it here on fourth down, Caleb?
I think you kind of have to. I mean, you know, you're at a point in this ball game, you have to try to do something offensively. You at least went forward right there and make it where it's about 4th and 7, where you can do something. But I mean, you hadn't come close to really stopping B.B. Comer at any point tonight, so I don't really think punting them deep is going to really do anything. You have to try to do something offensively here, and if they can get this first down and chew up some clock, they can go down and go get a score and really, really flip the momentum of this ball game and try to come out and just have a better second half.
And coming up next Thursday, our AHSAA TV network game of the week will come to you from the northern end of Calhoun County, the Anniston Bulldogs and the Piedmont Bulldogs, as we step out of region play next week for a very good matchup between two marquee names there in high school football in Northeast Alabama, in a battle of Bulldogs. You know, you mentioned really no reason to punt here for Vincent. You know, that previous drive by B.B. Comer was 88 yards. So I'm with you. I don't know what a punt really does here.
No, I mean, you got to try to get your offense to get some momentum. And if you can finally get a fourth down, I mean, they've come up just short the other two times. If you can finally get one, maybe it kind of lifts a weight off their shoulders and kind of gets this group going. They need something to kind of spark something within this team right now. You can kind of just look at the sidelines and look at the two teams, and B.B. Comer's feeling themselves. They've got a lot of momentum, and I think there's a lot of shock right now over there on that Vincent sideline.
4th and 7, and it's going to be 4th and 12 with a 5-yard penalty. And that, now at this point, with 4:15 to go in the half, as you see Coach Weatherford shaking his head, he may punt it here. We'll see. It's 4th and 12 now. They're 0 for 2 on 2 previous fourth down tries, but they were much shorter than this. But they're going to keep the offense out there. 4th and 12. Fields' pass is complete. I think that was a diving grab there by Poe, but it's still well short of the first down. But they do pick up a little bit of field position.
Yeah, nice catch there by Aiden Poe coming across the middle, but there's the 5-yard difference. Made a big difference right there. If they don't have the false start penalty, that would have been enough to get the first down. And you know, again, I mean, Kason Field just is not throwing the football very well here tonight. He's kind of short-armed it a couple of times, and right there he threw it behind Aiden Poe. He had to stop, go to the ground to catch it. If he throws that in stride, Poe is catching that and probably able to keep moving to get the first down. And so it's just been the little things that have really hurt Vincent in this football game tonight. And it seems like everything is just going well for B.B. Comer on the other side as well.
The officials having a conference over something here. So I'm not sure what the discussion is about. The only thing I can think of is, did he catch the ball cleanly? I don't know what else we could be talking about here. And that must be it, because now they're going to rule it incomplete.
Yeah, which works in B.B. Comer's favor. And that gains them about 9 more yards right here. And so, you know, anything can happen. You know, we just talked about Anniston and Piedmont, and I'm sure when you were doing that game last year, you're sitting there at halftime thinking, hey, this one's done. And next thing you know, it was a close game there at the end. But if Comer can go and get some points right here, it's going to make it very, very tough for this Vincent team to try to come back in this game here in the second half.
And they start this drive from the 48. And they set up the middle screen to Harris. Well executed, and Harris bulls his way down to about the 40-yard line for a Black Diamond first down.
That's frustrating there for the Vincent coaching staff, I'm sure. I mean, they actually snuffed it out and had it played the way they wanted to. You could see a couple of defensive linemen noticed it was a little easy to get through right here and turned around, but nice job by Harvey to find Harris, and then he's just too good. He just makes something out of nothing and able to go get a first down here for the Tigers.
They'll mark him down at the 41, 1st and 10. From there for B.B. Comer. Harvey with the fake. Darts to the edge and uses the stiff arm and gets it just inside the 35-yard line for a gain of 7. Got a lot of weapons on this team, don't they?
No, they do. I mean, and you know, we saw the freshman earlier catch the touchdown pass, De'Arian Riley. He's a big body out there at wide receiver, about 6'3". So you add him to the mix. We hadn't even, I mean, we saw Richard Weed make a couple plays early. Hadn't even seen him get to do much. They hadn't had to use him very much. They really, you know, when Kamori Harris has touched the ball, he's made stuff happen, but they hadn't had to lean on him tonight. And that's what they want, because he plays defense as well. And so if you don't have to put the load on him, you can spread it out to other guys. I mean, it helps this team out a lot. And right now, they're just rolling on offense.
2nd and 3. Nice job going down to catch that football by Datrion Wells, and that will result in another Black Diamond first down.
And another guy who we hadn't mentioned tonight until right then, all of a sudden Wells coming up with the catch. And good job right there by Harvey, kind of changes that arm angle to go right around the defender, and then Wells catches it right as Aiden Poe was coming in to try to lay the hit on him. And just so many different guys that this Comer offense can get the ball to. They don't just have to rely on one guy.
So 1st and 10 at the 27 as we go under 2 minutes to play in the first half. And this is Sims on the carry. Picks up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And clock just keeps ticking. They're not really worried about it right now. They have 2 timeouts. Only had to use 1 so far. And so this is exactly what B.B. Comer wanted here on this drive right before halftime.
2nd and 7. Set up the screen pass and off to the races and into the end zone for the big-time entertainment touchdown is Richard Weed. So B.B. Comer, 4 possessions in this first half, 4 touchdowns.
What a showing here by this B.B. Comer offense. I mean, so many different weapons, and that's the main one right there at wide receiver for this group, Richard Weed. You see how special he is with the ball in his hands. He's so quick, so agile. Right there when he saw that little gap, I mean, you could see once he split it, there was no chance anybody was going to catch him. And
that is his 2nd touchdown of the season. And here's your Mesrano extra point, and they actually do kick this one. So the Mesrano Law Firm extra point is good. Mesrano Law Firm, Mez wins, and that makes it a 29-0 game with 1:25 to play here before halftime as we get another look in at the touchdown by Weed. And then also going on tonight, a big game out of Class 1A Region 4, Loachapoka and Notasulga. Caleb, we're kind of get a live look in here. Notasulga with this score, or the incompletion here, but Notasulga does lead this game 6-0. Talk about this matchup in Class 1A.
Yeah, this is a big rivalry down there. I was actually down there this week, and these are 2 schools that are 8 miles apart from each other, and it's 2 communities. They're close communities now, and there's a lot of different family and different people that know each other down there in that area. And the biggest thing they talked about is, hey, you know, for 364 days a year, we love each other, we support each other, we, you know, do everything we can for each other. But on that one night that we put them pads on and get after each other, we want to get a win. And Loachapoka finally got their first win. They had lost 7 straight before last year. Finally got a win. They're looking for their first back-to-back wins in that series since 2009-2010.
Here's your King's Mattress Gallery halftime lineup. We'll talk more about the Loachapoka and Notasulga game. We'll have a special feature that Caleb did. We'll have that coming up at halftime. Also the Holtzford football highlights and much more as we are live tonight from Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. Flag flies on this out-of-bounds kickoff. 1:25 left here in the first half. Maybe with some good field position, we'll see if Vincent can come up with something here before halftime.
I think that penalty is going to go against Vincent right there. Like Ray Albright came over very late when the ball went out of bounds. Kind of maybe some frustration coming from him, and got a shot in on one of the guys running down the field. And so with the kick out of bounds, they would have started at the 35, and now this penalty will push them back to the 20.
And here's a look at the Class 2A Region 4 standings.
White.
And Vincent and B.B. Comer, as we mentioned, coming into this unbeaten. Thorsby's also undefeated in this region going into tonight's play.
I can tell you, if tonight is any indication, it's B.B. Comer's region right now. Everybody else is chasing them. They dominated this region a year ago, and as we talked about, ended up going and playing for a state championship. So much experience back off that team. And so it looks like they maybe picked up that flag there at the end. Ended up not making a call.
First down at the 35. The pass. This is the quarterback, Kason Field, split out at wide receiver, making the catch and stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. Oh, no, they keep the clock running.
It looks like Lane Mims, the 9th grader, has now come in at quarterback.
So it's a gain of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4, under a minute to play here in the first half. And a whistle before the play. That is hadn't had a whole lot of penalties in this first half, but a couple of key penalties coming at not a good time for Vincent here in this first half.
Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot multiple times here. Had a great gain on first down. Now they basically just negate that with the penalty, and the clock continues to run.
And we're going to get a timeout called. The King Boys towing and recovery timeout will stop the clock with 31 seconds to play here in the first half. And I tell you, when you're on the road against this B.B. Comer team, as loaded as they are, with as many weapons as they have offensively, and you're Vincent and you're 0 for 3 on 3rd down tries and you're 0 for 4 on 4th down tries. 2 of those you were actually on the move trying to score. It doesn't bode well for your chances. Coming up tomorrow night on My 68, the Friday Night Rivals matchup will be one of those good rival matchups as Helena and Pelham will kick it off at 7 o'clock live on My 68. The game will replay Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on WOTN.
Yeah, really big game in that region right there, that region that has Homewood, Benjamin Russell, Pelham, Helena, all those teams. And Helena, their team out on a mission this year after missing the playoffs last season.
Mims' pass downfield is caught by Fields at the 43-yard line. He was working one-on-one against Raylon Sims, and that was a perfect pass there thrown by Lane Mims.
Yeah, Mims come in and thrown the ball really well. And Fields, as we talked about, just had not thrown the ball great tonight. They need somebody that can throw the football down the field for them. And now Vincent stops the clock with a spike.
Here's a look at the previous play, and this is 9th grader Lane Mims rolling out. And Caleb, that's a difficult throw against your body, and he puts it right on the money.
I mean, he put it right on the money. That was about as perfect as you could get, rolling over there to his left, and really nice job there by the freshman. And so maybe this is a move now here at quarterback, moving Fields, using his athleticism on the outside and letting Mims come in and sling it around. Maybe this is the move that gets this offense going here for Vincent.
And Mims under pressure gets the pass away, and this is Robertson. He'll step out of bounds at the 39-yard line after a gain of only 3, and that leaves 6.2 seconds on the game clock. Time for most likely one more play.
Yeah, we'll see what type of arm strength Lane Mims has. He's a baseball player as well for Vincent, was on that team that went and played for a state championship, and so now we'll get a timeout as I'm sure both coaches want to kind of go over with this group. Hey, here's how we want to play this, and you know, here's how we want you guys lining up and defending things.
And again, coming up next Thursday night, the AHSAA TV network game of the week come to you from the Field of Champions in Piedmont, a battle of the Bulldogs, Anniston and Piedmont. And there you see, following that game, we'll head to Legion Field, Winona and Ramsey, as we step back into region play there. We've also got some other games nailed down. Pelham at Benjamin Russell in Week 7. Week 8, Maplesville, Loa Chapoka. Then in Week 10, Gardendale and Hueytown.
Yeah, big-time matchups here. Should be some fun games. You know, we've talked about here recently when we saw that Winona-Ramsey matchup. Winona very much improved this year. They played Pleasant Grove very close a couple weeks ago, but last week Ramsey, they put it on Pleasant Grove, beat them 49-17. That was a statement win for Ramsey, and so that should be a really fun matchup in that region here in a couple weeks.
So here we go, 3rd down and 7. Mims throws, and it is incomplete with 1.2 seconds to play. Pass well behind the intended receiver, Rykeelis Robertson.
Yeah, I don't hate the play call, though. They're trying to roll him to his right, get the defense running over there, and then use that wheel route from the running back coming out of the backfield. But Comer had it defended right, and good job there by Kamori Harris being in the right position. But due to how quick that play was, they will have one more shot to try to get something done.
4th down, they'll just hand it off to Robertson. Robertson inside the 30, inside the 20, taken off his feet there, and that is where the first half will come to an end. And it was definitely a first half dominated by the defending Region 4 champions, BB Comer, taking a 29-0 lead into the locker room as the Vincent Yellow Jackets will go in at halftime and try to see what they can come up with to make this game competitive in the second half. We're joined now live by Coach Adam Fawcett, the head coach of BB Comer. And Coach Fawcett, I just want to mention your quarterback. What a first half for Devin Harvey. 2 touchdown runs, 2 touchdown passes. You scored every time you had the football. Your assessment of the first half by your team?
Pleased with how we're playing in the first half. I think we played well on offense, defense. Special teams, we got to get a little better on kickoff. We're getting a lot of practice at kickoff, so that's a good thing. But got to tighten the screws on that a little bit. Devin has worked to improve this week. Last week we couldn't throw the ball well at all. So doing a lot better at that. And we know long term we got to be able to run in, throw the ball, and use all the weapons that we have on the field.
Coach, this is an offense that was scoring over 40 points a game coming into this ball game tonight. What's really led to the success defensively to put a 0 up there on the scoreboard?
Playing physical, man. Like I'm proud of the guys playing physical, playing hard, and that's the key. Is we got to continue to be physical, continue to get after it, and at the end of the day, this is still a full contact sport, and we still got to play tough and be physical.
All right, thanks, Coach Fawcett. We'll let you get with your team here at halftime.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, BB Comer in command here at halftime with a 29-0 lead. Coming up at halftime, we'll come back and join you with our special feature on Loa Chapoka and Notasulga as we continue live from Legion Stadium in Sylacauga.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
Shop with confidence at King's Mattress Gallery. Newly stocked signature sectionals and recliners for any size room. Mega Motion and signature lift chairs. Sealy Hybrid Duo Chill mattresses for a cool night's sleep. Temper Ergo smart bases that respond to snoring automatically. Visit King's Mattress Gallery today.
Family owned and operated since 1994.
Proudly serving in Sylacauga and surrounding areas.
Uncle Marcus, will you tell us a story about King Boys again?
Sure. Well, it all started back in 2008
2008. We didn't have all the fancy toy equipment we do now, but we did have a service and a desire to help our customers. You see, kids, you must train your mind and your body to be able to help the people you call customer. When they call on us, it's showtime. Understand me. The King Boys mission is to help when people are in need. So what's our motto, children?
King Boys forever!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
$500 over invoice now at Tony Sarah Ford. Every new Ford on the lot, $500 over invoice when you trade and finance with Tony Sarah Ford, plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. Save thousands on new F-150s and more, all backed by Sarah's lifetime warranty. No charge. Every new Ford, $500 over invoice at Tony Sarah Ford. In Sylacauga, TonySarahFord.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
Lochapoka, Notasulga, two communities separated by less than 10 miles. Two communities that support each other for 364 days a year. But when that one day comes that they put the pads on and take the field, it's two communities that want nothing more than to beat each other.
Each year this game is very important because one, the importance of it is it's a region game. So both of us are trying to make sure that we finish strong in the region. So it's a region game, and then besides that, it's a rivalry game. You know, both communities are real close together, 5 miles apart or lesser. You know, you got family over there, and they have people from Notasulga, got family over here in Lochapoka, people from over here in Lochapoka got family over in Notasulga. So it's a great community experience, a great community rivalry.
Oh, as always, a great game, good atmosphere when both of these teams come together. You know, separated no more than 10 minutes. A lot of talk. A lot of trash talk between families, good friends, but it's all love. You know, at the end of the day, everybody's family pretty much between Notasulga and Lochapoka. But on this week, everybody hate each other. You know, it's not a lot of talking beside trash talk, you know. So just for this 1 week out of 365 days, there's gonna be some hatred. But then tomorrow night after the game, everybody's back cool, and it's you know, just a family-oriented thing.
The thing is with a rivalry, you play it 1 day a year. And so you got 364 days before you see that team again, before you play them again. So whatever happens, you get to talk about that for the next 364 days. You get to talk about that rivalry game, whoever won, whoever lost, wherever you see each other at. It might be in a grocery store, it might be at church, it may be a family reunion or anywhere like that. You get to see that person throughout the whole time that you rating to play again next year. So that makes the dynamics like real big, because now if you're on the losing end, you got to wait to get revenge back, you know, to get back on the winning end before you can, you know, talk like you want to talk. But the thing is, it's great because of that. I got one guy in particular, his mom played basketball at Notasulga. He grew up Lochapoka fan. Now his son plays for Lochapoka. And so he has family members over there, and then, you know, he going over there and he gonna take it with his family members for the game. So, you know, it's a real big family thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. You know, me playing here from Notasulga, I played in the rivalry. I played with some guys that was from Lochapoka that came to Notasulga. I also had some guys, like he said, left Notasulga that moved to Lochapoka. Now I got kids that play in that. So now it's like some generations of different people in the rivalry now. And like I said, my coach coached me in it. He passed the torch down to me. Coach Sykes, Coach Tate, longtime coach up there at Lochapoka, he passed the torch down to Coach Newton. So now we're just trying to make sure that we keep both programs in the road and keep it running the way that they would want it to be run.
My first experience, I've been a part of some rivalries. You know, I went to Valley High School, so I played in the Valley-Net rivalry. I also coached at Blount High School, and I coached at Blount High School, and I was in the Blount-Vigo rivalry. So I've been involved in a lot of rivalries, but this one right here just kind of hits home with community. My first experience was on the losing end of this rivalry with Coach Jones. He does a tremendous job over there with Notasulga. And it's just a hard feeling for those 300. Like I said, in 364 days, it's like a hard feeling that you gotta, like, when you see Coach Jones, you see them other guys, you know that you was on the losing part of that game.
Coach Jones at Notasulga has a unique perspective on the rivalry due to the fact that he not only now coaches in this game, but at one time he played in this game as well.
Oh man, those years wish I could relive them.
Coach Jones has experienced many wins in this rivalry, both as a player and coach. But last year, it was Coach Newton's turn to experience what it feels like to win this game.
Oh, the first win was an incredible feeling. It was a great feeling to finally get that first win. You know, when you win a game and it's like a big tradition game. We recognize the 2003-2004 season team last year. So it was great. We recognized Coach Tate, one of the legendary coaches that coached here. We recognized him. So it was a good opportunity for us to beat Notasulga in front of that big crowd. We had a big crowd here. So it was a big opportunity to finally beat Notasulga with that crowd here, and it was like a burden lift off you, to get that first win here against a rival school. You try to treat it like every other game, but our kids don't know it's not an every other game. They're in the same church, they're in the same store, they're in the same community, they had the same relatives over there. So they know it's not an everyday game. So the thing is, you try as a coach not to put too much on it because of it's a region game. You want to just go out and play, but it's different. Their preparation this week has been different. They're paying attention to fine details. They've been in tune with everything that's going on for us, the practices and everything else going on and all that kind of stuff. So, they'll be ready.
Lochapoka will be looking to win back-to-back games in this rivalry for the first time since 2009 and 2010 when the two teams take the field tonight.
This 2A high school football action tonight between B.B. Comer, ranked number 1 in the state, and 6th ranked Vincent, brought to you in part tonight by Ricky Deason Insurance and Investments, 525 North Broadway. Mama Marie's Restaurant, breakfast or lunch. Reaching the World Bible Church, celebrating 30 years in ministry. And Sylacauga City Council in District 3, Nate Boom Boom Brewer. B.B. Comer versus Vincent, 1 versus 6. Enjoy the action.
Greenco Athletic Fields Care and Maintenance is Alabama's premier athletic sports field specialists. Greenco offers comprehensive athletic field solutions for all your athletic field needs. Our experienced technicians provide complete programs to manage playing surfaces, parks, and other high-traffic community spaces. Greenco also provides anti-mosquito control, overseeding, aeration, and turf care to schools and cities across the state.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with mini dental implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
And we are back live at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. It is the AHSAA TV Network Game of the Week presented by Serra Automotive. B.B. Comer having their way with Vincent through the first 2 quarters. They lead at halftime 29-0. We continue now with the King's Mattress Gallery halftime show. Time now for our Holtzford highlights.
And now it's time for Holtzford's Highlights. Alabama student athletes show out every week, and it makes this segment so much fun and so easy. So let's get right into it. We open up this week's highlights with Charles Henderson's Trojans, the Class 5A state runner-up in 2022, traveling to Ozark to take on the Carroll High School Eagles of Coach Patrick Plott in a key Class 5A Region 2 showdown. The Trojans jumped out to an early 14-0 lead thanks to the hard running of Zach Coleman, who finished the night with 217 rushing yards on 13 carries. The X factor in the game was the Eagles quarterback Keyshawn Cole, shown here breaking away from multiple tackles for a big run to set up his only passing touchdown of the night. Cole finished with 115 yards rushing and 196 yards passing and accounted for 3 touchdowns as his team improved to 3-1 overall and 2-0 in Region 2 with a 34-24 win. The victory was also the 101st of Coach Plott's coaching career. We move to Shelby County, where Class 7A Region 3 rivals Chelsea and Oak Mountain square off for the 12th time in the two schools' history. Emerson Russell got the scoring started on the night with a 5-yard touchdown run, putting the Hornets up 7-0 early. But the big play of the night was the field goal attempt by Oak Mountain, looking to take the lead at halftime. Anderson Brooks blocks the kick for Chelsea, and teammate Kenny Wesley scoops up the loose ball and rambled into the end zone for the score as the Hornets took the 14-7 lead at intermission. Russell capped off the night later in the second half with this 15-yard touchdown run to seal the 21-13 victory. He rushed for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night as Chelsea beat the Eagles, who lead the series 8-3 for the second straight year. The Hornets of Coach Todd Cassidy improved to 2-2 on the season and 1-1 in Region 3. Next, we check out Helena High School hosting Chilton County in a Class 6A Region 3 battle in Shelby County. The Huskies of Coach Richie Busby faced one of the state's top linebackers in Chilton County's DeMarcus Riddick. He's already committed to Auburn. The night would belong to Helena's strong offense led by running back Jordan Washington, seen here starting the scoring with a stunning 64-yard touchdown run. He would wind up with 183 yards on 17 carries and 2 scores. Teammate Carson Acker added a 55-yard passing touchdown to Hunter Hale for the Huskies, and Jeremy Spratlin ran for a 49-yard touchdown as Helena remained unbeaten 4-0 with a 37-10 win over the Tigers. Next, we look in on a Class 3A Region 2 battle at Dothan featuring Opp and Providence Christian in what turned out to be an old-fashioned defensive struggle. Leading 3-0 quarterback Craig Pittman finds receiver Chapel Stickler open downfield for a 75-yard touchdown to give the Eagles the 10-0 lead. Opp quarterback Colby Ballard would keep on this play for a 30-yard touchdown run to cut the lead to 10-6. But Providence's defense didn't break as the hosts held on for a win 10-6. The Eagles coach Kenny Keith improved to 3-1 on the season with the victory and improved to 3-0 to sit atop the 9-team region after Week 3. Big rivals Vestavia Hills and Hoover met at Thompson Reynolds Stadium Buddy Anderson Field, with the Rebels looking for their first win against the Bucks since 2015. The Rebels rushed for a staggering 354 yards on the night on 52 carries, with senior quarterback John Paul Head leading the way with 219 yards and 3 touchdowns, including this big hit from Head to a Hoover defender trying to stop him as he bowled his way into the end zone. Second-year head coach Robert Evans picked up his first coaching win over Vestavia's nemesis as the Rebels improved to 3-1 with a 26-7 win in Class 7A's tough Region 3. At Phoenix City, we pick up the Class 7A Region 2 battle between Central's Red Devils and Opelika with 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining, and Coach Patrick Nix's team holding a slim 21-18 lead. Expecting an onside kick following Opelika's 80-yard touchdown pass, the Bulldogs kick deep instead all the way to Central's 1-yard line. After a bobble, the kick returner picks up the loose ball on his own 4 and then streaks 96 yards for the game-clinching touchdown as the unbeaten Red Devils hold on to win 28-18 and improve to 3-0 in Class 7A Region 2. Before we move into highlights from last week's AHSAA TV Network WOTM Game of the Week, we look in on top-ranked Montgomery Catholic's Class 4A volleyball team. First-year head coach Jennifer Denham and the defending 4A state champs battle Class 7A Auburn. The Knights won the match 3-0 and finished the week 6-1 with wins over Brubaker Tech, Auburn, Grissom, Daphne, St. Luke's, and Northridge as part of Bayside Academy's Battle of the Bay tournament. Mally Barenko led the Knights in the week with 81 digs. Maria Schwartz had 161 assists with 14 aces and 10 kills. Zaria Rudolph had 49 digs and 31 kills to go with 19 blocks and 15 aces as Catholic improved to 18-6 on the season.
If you've got $29, you've got the down payment for a brand new Nissan. Now at Sarah Nissan, 3 locations. Every vehicle, just $29 down, plus 0% financing for 60 months, 700 new Nissans, and you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. 0% financing for 60 months. Every vehicle, just $29 down. Now at Sarah Nissan in Birmingham and Sylacauga, plus Tony Sarah Nissan in Coleman.
Greenco Athletic Fields Care and Maintenance is Alabama's premier athletic sports field specialists. Greenco offers comprehensive athletic field solutions for all your athletic field needs. Our experienced technicians provide complete programs to manage playing surfaces, parks, and other high-traffic community spaces. Greenco also provides anti-mosquito control, overseeding, aeration, and turf care to schools and cities across the state.
Mr. President, Bessemer Superhighway is backed up. What are we going to do?
Are you serious? Get me the King Boys.
King Boys Towing is the fastest growing tow and recovery company in Birmingham and surrounding areas for one reason. Our customers are our top priority. Whether your car has been in an accident, is stuck in the driveway and won't start, or you just need a tow to your preferred repair shop, give us a call. Our fleet of flatbed tow trucks will provide courteous and fast service. King Boys Towing, 205-428-3235.
Hey, Dad. Now that school's back in session, let's give them a mattress lesson.
Okay.
Is Dover's Mattress Closeout Center a true closeout center, or is it just a name on the wall?
Kids, Dover's Mattress Closeout Center is not just a name on a building. We truly acquire and sell scuffed, discontinued, closeout mattresses and adjustable beds discounted on average 40 to 50% off.
Wow, that was better than a math lesson. But remember the sliced that price.
Oh, boy.
And back live at Legion Stadium on a beautiful night for high school football. We're in Sylacauga, the Marble City side of this week's HSAA TV Network Game of the Week, presented by Sarah Automotive. It is a matchup of 2 of the top teams in Class 2A, but Caleb Brooks, it has been all about B.B. Comer in this first half. The Tigers, with 4 offensive possessions in that first half, 4 times they got it to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, about as efficient as you can be offensively, and started with a good stop on defense to get the game going, and then big third down conversion led to that first touchdown, and then great pass right there to the freshman to really take a 16-0 lead and get out front early.
And there you see just a powerful run there for B.B. Comer, and they just got a big first half from their quarterback, Devin Harvey, the 2 touchdown runs, the 2 touchdown passes, and again, the 29-0 lead at halftime. We'll continue live from Legion Stadium in just a moment.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Hello, my name is Henry Looney. I'm the pastor of Reaching the World Bible Church, and we'd like to invite you to our 30th church anniversary and homecoming on Sunday, September 24th at 1 p.m. Come celebrate with us. God bless you. We hope to see you there.
$500 over invoice now at Tony Sarah Ford. Every new Ford on the lot, $500 over invoice when you trade and finance with Tony Sarah Ford, plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. Save thousands on new F-150s and more, all backed by Sarah's lifetime warranty. No charge. Every new Ford, $500 over invoice at Tony Sarah Ford. In Sylacauga, TonySarahFord.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with mini dental implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
And back at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, Mickey Shaddricks and Caleb Brooks with you on a great night for high school football. And it has been a great first half for the home team. Top-ranked BB Comer flexing their muscles here in the first half with a 29-0 lead over the Vincent Yellow Jackets. And Coach Weatherford got a little something going there, Caleb, late in the first half. He inserted freshman Lane Mims at quarterback and put Kason Fields out at wide receiver, and they gave him a little bit of a spark. Expect to see that here in the third quarter?
Yeah, it's not a knock on Kason Fields. He just really wasn't throwing the football very well in the first half. Lane Mims come in, made a great throw rolling over to his left. Also had a good first pass that he hit Kason Fields on. And, crazy enough, Kason Fields was his #1 target when he came in the ball game as well. So, we talked about how athletic Kason Fields looked playing the quarterback position. And, we've really gotten to see that with him at wide receiver. But biggest thing for this team, they have to get a stop on defense. We talked about at halftime, 4 for 4 scoring touchdowns there was BB Comer in the first half. Vincent's defense wasn't giving up a lot of points coming into tonight, has to find a way to get some stops.
And your Alabama Family Central kickoff. It is fielded by Richard Weed, and he is wrapped up. Great coverage that time by sophomore Caden Carroll. And so it will be 1st and 10 for BB Comer. As we begin the second half, and a good look at starting quarterback Devin Harvey, as we mentioned, had a huge first half with the 2 rushing touchdowns, the 2 passing touchdowns. Getting all of those weapons involved in the first half did the BB Comer Tigers.
Yeah, Harvey was extremely impressive in that first half, and I think he's put everybody else in 2A on notice of who maybe has the best quarterback in this classification.
Harris right up the middle for about 3 yards, and I think I saw a yellow flag come in, or maybe that was just a towel. No penalty.
Yeah, I hadn't had a ton of those tonight.
No, we haven't.
It's been a clean ball game, which, look, we're now 5 weeks into the season. You kind of expect that now. These teams are starting to really get going. They're starting to figure themselves out and starting to play a little bit cleaner football.
So a gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. Same play. Harris tripped up at about the 30-yard line, fell forward, as he does with that big 6'2", 230-pound body. He's going to be 3rd and 5.
And, even when it feels like Vincent, you look at the first 2 plays, you go, hey, nice job coming out, but still 3rd down and very manageable right here for BB Comer. And it's just what makes them so dangerous. They don't get in very many 3rd and long situations. Then when they do, they have a guy like Harvey who can make a play to get him out of it.
3rd down, we'll call it 4. They were 3 of 4 on 3rd down tries in the first half. They hand it off to Harris, and they're going to pick up the 1st down and more. The Black Diamond paving 1st down. Harris still on the go all the way down inside the 25-yard line, stepping out of bounds there. And you wrap them up the first 2 plays, and you got a shot to get off the field, and then you get this.
He's a cheat code. I mean, he really is. And Aiden Gasaway did a good job coming off the edge. He had his hands on him, but it's so hard for the first guy to bring him down. And then, I'm telling you, downfield right there, they had one of the safeties for Vincent. He paid the price for trying to take on Kamori Harris right there. And, it almost looks like at times he's not even running at full speed, and all of a sudden he got to the edge and he just hit a different gear, and you really got to see. And not only is this a big back, but he's a guy that can run really well also. And you see why Memphis is so excited to get him.
And this is Tristan Garrett, his first carry of the game. and it's a good one.
You just don't see many 2A teams that are as deep as BB Comer is. They don't have to play a ton of guys both ways. You know, they do it with Kamori Harris and Devin Harvey just because they're so good. But because of how successful they are, you know, you can take Kamori Harris out after he gets a big run, give him a rest, and you know, you don't have to just put the load on him and put the load on Harvey. And this is a very, very dangerous football team that we're watching here tonight.
2nd and 5. This is Garrett again, and picks up about 3 yards as he was wrapped up down low by senior Ray Albright, who you see on your screen there. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, Albright, a big body playing linebacker, 6'3", about 210, 215 pounds. And you know, he was up the road at Coosa Valley Academy a couple years ago playing. Imagine him playing AISA football against some of those guys and what it looked like out there. He made the move over to Vincent's part of that baseball group as well, and very good football player.
Here's Harris, 1st down, and the big-time entertainment touchdown as Kamori Harris caps off the drive with the touchdown run.
That was just easy.
Yep, they do make it look rather easy. And so here's your Mesrano extra point is good. The Mesrano Law Firm extra point. Mesrano Law Firm. Mez wins. And tonight it's all about Kamori Harris and his teammates from BB Comer. 3rd down and 2, and gets good blocking up front, and you don't need to give this guy much running room because he can create his own space. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, that first drive was going to be very important. If Vincent could get a stop, go get a quick score, all of a sudden you may get some momentum and get back in this ball game. But that kind of really feels like that was a nail in the coffin right there. It's just going to be very tough for Vincent to – I don't even know that they'll get 5 possessions here in the second half to try to get back in this game.
Hey, I'd like to remind you that WOTM is now available on Roku and Apple TV. You can search for WOTM Sports and take advantage of all the outstanding high school sports programming year-round on WOTM and the AHSAA TV network. I tell you, this is a game changer here for all of you watching Roku, Apple TV. You can find all the great sports programming from the Alabama High School Athletic Association and WOTM. So here's a kickoff coming, the Alabama Family Central kickoff, and as Coach Fawcett said, they are getting a lot of work on their kickoff unit tonight.
They are doing that. There's no doubt about that.
And this kickoff fielded by Phoenix Maxwell. And Maxwell with a good return out across the 36-yard line. I don't know if Coach Fawcett will be very pleased with that kick coverage.
Yeah, you know, though, I'll tell you, with the defense BB Comer plays, and, you know, when you see where Vincent has kind of gotten the ball to every time tonight, they might as well just kick the ball out of bounds and just let them start at 35. Don't risk letting anybody have a return on you, anything like that. I mean, they're so good defensively that I would just take my chances of making someone have to go 65 yards every time with the football.
Well, let's see what Coach Weatherford elects to do here. He's looks as though Kason Fields is going to at least start this series back at quarterback. As they start this possession from their own 36-yard line. Here's the pitch to Robertson. Robertson, nice cutback, and he picks up 6 yards out across the 40, and he was wrapped up there by Kamori Harris.
I'll tell you, if Kamori Harris wasn't going to make it as a running back at the next level, he'd probably be able to go make it as a linebacker. He's been really impressive playing the linebacker position tonight. He's been all over the field, and very impressive tackle right there. He's so strong. I mean, you can just see it. There's no, you know, there's nothing extra on him. I mean, everything's just so well put together, and he's so thick, and just, I mean, you just don't see many guys that are put together muscle-wise the way that he is.
2nd down and 5. Robertson is very close to the first down, and can see what he thinks about it.
Yeah, you can just kind of tell watching Vince. They're just a little frustrated. They hadn't been in this position really at all. And B.B. Comer's just come out tonight and put it on them. And, you know, if you're just tuning into the game, you look at the score, you go, dang, B.B. Comer is dominant. And, you know, they have for the most part. But Vincent's just a couple. I mean, they're really about 4 yards away on 3 different 4th down conversions.
Third and 1. Here's Robertson, and he's going to fight for it and get the first down. That is the first 3rd down conversion of the game for the Vincent Yellow Jackets.
And they needed it. I mean, they 0 for 3 on 3rd down and 0 for 4 on 4th down tonight, or 0 for 4 on 3rd down and 0 for 3 on 4th down. I mean, it's just really the 2 most meaningful downs offensively. They just have not had a lot of success, so maybe that'll get some confidence going in this offensive group.
First down at the 47. Well, you know they wanted to hold on to this football and not give their defense a breather. Here is the pass out in the flat to Ray Albright, his first catch of the game. And there is, once again, Michael Kirksey making a good defensive play for the Tiger defense.
Kirksey in on the tackle.
Yeah, great tackle right there. It's a big body that he got down to the ground from Ray Albright, and looked like he had some space. If he breaks that tackle, would have had some room to run.
Second down and 6 for Vincent. Fields rolling to his left. Takes a shot as he passes, and it's intercepted by Christian Jemison. So first turnover of the game for either team, and it brings an end to what was shaping up to be a good Vincent drive. So once again, the Yellow Jackets cannot finish a drive. They turn it over with the interception.
Yeah, this is going to be a football game that Vincent wants to forget after tonight. Got to credit Comer. They've played extremely well right there. The ball just a little too high. Jemison, right man in the right spot. We do have a flag down on the play. Yeah, it'll be holding. Yeah, holding against Vincent. So B.B. Comer will decline it. They'll maintain possession of the football. And I'm telling you, Mickey, there's going to be a lot of people that maybe didn't watch this game tonight that are going to see this score, and they're going to be shocked when they see the difference in this ball game. Not many people expected this. We thought going in, this had a chance to be a very tight football game.
And we're going to go ahead and take our media timeout here in the 3rd quarter. It's all B.B. Comer here at home at Legion Stadium.
Greenco Athletic Fields Care and Maintenance is Alabama's premier athletic sports field specialists. Greenco offers comprehensive athletic field solutions for all your athletic field needs. Our experienced technicians provide complete programs to manage playing surfaces, parks, and other high-traffic community spaces. Greenco also provides anti-mosquito control, overseeding, aeration, and turf care to schools and cities across the state.
Wow, Dad, these prices sure are low.
Wow, the temperature outside sure is high.
Well, at least Dad keeps the prices in here low.
Yeah, Dad, how are you able to do that?
Son, on average, Dover's Mattress Closeout Center is able to sell mattresses at least 40% off. We buy liquidations, closeouts, and so much more discounted, and we're able to sell them to our customers for at least 40% off.
Make sure to come visit us at our 4 locations.
Yeah, and Dad, remember to slice that price.
Oh, boy.
Hey, join us next Thursday night as the AHSAA TV Network Game of the Week heads to Calhoun County for a non-region matchup. A battle of Bulldogs as Anniston travels to the Field of Champions to take on Piedmont. Here's a look at some of our other upcoming games. You got Winona versus Ramsey from Legion Field, Pelham at Benjamin Russell, Maplesville at Loa Chipoka. Still to be determined in Week 9, and then Week 10, Gardendale at Hueytown. You know, Caleb, the cleanest jersey in this game belongs to the B.B. Comer punter, who is not taking the field tonight. Tigers have scored on every possession, and they get it back here after the interception a moment ago from Christian Jemison. Short gain here on first down, though.
Yeah, you maybe have seen the last of Kamari Harris carrying the football tonight here in this ball game. He maybe will come out and play one more possession on defense, but I'd be kind of surprised if they hand the ball to him and risk having anything happen to him running the football. And this may be the last possession for Devin Harvey and a couple other guys on this offense as well, especially if they're able to go and stick this one into the end zone.
You saw Harvey hold his hands up to, let's don't get in a hurry. Let's milk the clock. They're playing the clock as much as anything now with this huge, huge lead. And here is the handoff to Tristan Garrett. He's wrapped up for no gain, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. And B.B. Comer has been very, very good on 3rd down tonight. They are 5 of 6 in that category. 1 for 1 on 4th down tries.
Yeah, and, you know, the biggest one of the game was the first one. It was 3rd down and 12. Their first 2 plays of the game were pretty disastrous. 2 fumbled snaps, basically. And they hit a big 3rd and 12. They found Richard Weed wide open. And it's like when that happened, they've just never looked back from that point on. This offense got going and haven't stopped since.
And Harvey looking to throw. Zips it over the middle. It's batted down. Fine defensive play. Aiden Poe, the junior, knocking that pass to the turf. So it'll be 4th down and 8.
I think we got a flag on the field as well right here.
And
I think it's going to be ineligible player downfield from B.B. Comer on that play, possibly.
And that is the call, and they decline the penalty. So here's a look at B.B. Comer and where they go from here.
I mean, you know, you gave 21 points to Davil week 1, who's a 3A school and is a really good team there in 3A. And since then, you've only given up 13 points over now 3+ games on into this one. It's a very impressive group defensively, and anytime you're scoring 34 or more in every single game, you're probably going to win some football games.
And on 4th and 8, they go for it. Harvey's pass incomplete. Boy, he had his receiver wide open, Raylan Sims. He would have easily had the 1st down, so I guess the first glaring mistake made tonight by quarterback Devin Harvey.
Yeah, just threw this one a little bit behind him. You can see right here he made Sims have to turn for it. If he throws that one out in front, Sims is probably still running. And it's the first mistake that we've seen from B.B. Comer and the first stop that Vincent has been able to get in this ball game. Now 6 offensive possessions, 5 touchdowns for B.B. Comer here tonight.
And Kason Fields there coming back out for the Yellow Jackets, who are still looking for their first points of the game. Here's the handoff to Robertson. And Robertson takes a big hit after he picks up a gain of about 4.
And I'm really glad that Robertson was able to get up okay right there. Like his right leg kind of got caught in the turf when he got tackled right there, but showing some flexibility. Gets up okay, and looks like Lane Mims is back in to play quarterback now for Vincent as well.
So 2nd down, and we'll call it 6. Mims once again rolling to his left, and this is almost intercepted by Michael Kirksey. And it seems like every pass attempt from Vincent has been rolling to the left with a right-handed quarterback throwing against his body.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's a difficult throw to make. I mean, it's kind of, you're rolling more against your body when you're going to your left as a right-handed quarterback. And I don't know if maybe that's something they saw on film during the week where they thought they could take advantage of it. But, I mean, you make a good point. Every time we've seen them move the pocket tonight, it has been to their left side. We've not really seen them roll right at all.
3rd down and 7. B.B. Comer brings the heat, and a nice play call as Robertson darts forward for the Black Diamond 1st down.
Good run right there by Robertson. He shows you the burst that he has. And, you know, look, while the score's 36-0, you can watch this Vincent team and tell they're going to win a lot of football games this year. There's a reason they made it to the 2nd round last season. There's a reason they're ranked in the top 10. It's just been one of those nights for them, and B.B. Comer's done a lot of things right also.
B.B. Comer with 7 guys lined up at the line of scrimmage. As we go under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mims take the snap and take off. Nice job getting around the edge. A huge gain. The Black Diamond first down for Vincent.
Nice athleticism shown here from the 9th grader. He's got some quick feet. Looks a lot like the quarterback that we saw on this field a couple weeks ago for Elmore County. Scatting around out there, using his speed. Closest that Vincent has come to scoring since about midway through the second quarter.
And B.B. Comer wants to stop the clock. So we have a King Boys towing and recovery timeout with 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. Well, we've got the timeout on the field. We just looked at B.B. Comer's schedule. Now we'll look over at Vincent's schedule and see they had a tough game there with Raglan to start the season, but then 3 easy wins in a row, and then of course tonight they're going to fall against B.B. Comer, and they will finish up with Childersburg, Ranburne, Woodland, Isabella, and Thorsby.
And you know, you look at it for Vincent, I mean, they're set up to run the table the rest of the way. So tonight's one of those nights where Comer's probably shown them some things that they need to work on, some things they need to fix as a team, but you're going to get a non-region game with Childersburg coming up where you have a chance to work on some of those things and fix it, and then you get back in the region schedule. And look, everything's still right in front of this Vincent team. They can go get that 2 seed. You still host a game in the first round of the playoffs. And now, you know, Coach Weatherford's going to be preaching to his group, hey, we want to get back and play against B.B. Comer again later on this year.
First down at the 31. Here's the pass to Fields. And Fields gets it down to the 25. So they'll pick up a 6-yard gain on this first down screen pass.
And, you know, obviously we showed you the scores just a minute ago. Lane Mims has had some other opportunities to come in and play with, you know, some of the blowouts that Vincent has had at the beginning part of this year. But this is really maybe the first time he's come in and played against the other team's number ones. And, you know, when his team's needing to move the ball and needing to do stuff, and they maybe have found something here with him at quarterback and moving Fields out there to wide receiver.
2nd and 4 at the 25. This time they pitch it to Robertson. And Robertson looked like he had some room to keep going toward the edge, but cut it back up into the teeth of that B.B. Comer defense. Going to set up a 3rd down.
Well, that's one area that B.B. Comer's been very impressive in tonight, is not letting Vincent get out to the edge. Whoever's on the outside has done a good job of making them have to turn back in and go right back into all those other bodies right there. And they just hadn't been able. I mean, that's, you know, we knew coming into tonight that maybe would be where Vincent would struggle, is when they, you know, try to outrun and out-athlete B.B. Comer side to side.
Vincent, 3rd and 2. They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down tries tonight. Mims will try to get it himself, and he will have it. Mims upended, but not before he picks up the Black Diamond paving, and that is the first 3rd down conversion in the game for the Yellow Jackets.
Kind of a high snap right there as well, but able to pull it in, follow his blockers out there, and they needed that one right there. And Vincent really needs to see some points go up on the scoreboard here.
In the green zone are the Yellow Jackets. First down at the 15 of B.B. Comer. Mims to throw. Was looking for Fields, but a great break on the football there by B.B. Comer. A flag comes in as well.
B.B. Comer penalized for roughing the passer.
So this will be only like the 3rd penalty against Coach Fawcett's team tonight. A roughing the passer penalty. Take another look.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Tough call against Coach Fawcett and his group right there.
So first and goal. Mims couldn't handle the snap, but fortunately for him, I don't know how Kamori Harris didn't come up with that football. But it will stay with Vincent.
It looked like it was right in his arms when he went down to try to field it, and somehow it rolled right underneath the chest of Mims there. Very lucky was Vincent.
So second and goal as the final seconds here in the third quarter. Kick off the clock. Second and goal from back at the 14, so a loss of 5 on that play. Passes away and batted down by Harris at the 10-yard line. It was intended for tight end Ray Albright. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Total domination at home tonight for BB Comer, ranked number 1 in the state in 2A, and they're showing you why. They take a 36-0 lead into the fourth quarter.
I need the King boys.
Don't call 2 clowns in a tow truck when you're dreaming of them King boys.
If you've got $29, you've got the down payment for a brand new Nissan. Now at Sarah Nissan, 3 locations. Every vehicle, just $29 down, plus 0% financing for 60 months, 700 new Nissans, and you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. 0% financing for 60 months. Every vehicle, just $29 down. Now at Sarah Nissan in Birmingham and Sylacauga, plus Tony Sarah Nissan in Coleman.
Greenco Athletic Fields Care and Maintenance is Alabama's premier athletic sports field specialists. Greenco offers comprehensive athletic field solutions for all your athletic field needs. Our experienced technicians provide complete programs to manage playing surfaces, parks, and other high-traffic community spaces. Greenco also provides anti-mosquito control, overseeding, aeration, and turf care to schools and cities across the state.
And we head into the final frame from Legion Stadium. It's all BB Comer tonight, 36-0. Vincent trying to get on the scoreboard. They're going to be penalized again here before the snap. So, Caleb, they had it first and goal inside the 10. And now they're going to be third and goal.
Before the snap, we got a false start.
From back around the 20. So they're moving in the run, and that's really been the story of the game for Vincent. They've gotten down into BB Comer territory several times in the game, but
yeah, I mean, they've moved the football tonight. You know, it's not like it's one of these things where we're looking at it going, hey, Comer's held them to less than 100 total yards, and it's just been unstoppable on defense. And really, Vincent stopped themselves a lot tonight.
Mims rolling out to the right this time. Harris giving chase, and this is intercepted, but was the defend? No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. So that will make it fourth down.
God, look at the closing speed from Kamori Harris, though, right there chasing Mims down from behind. I mean, Mims just got rid of that in time, and I think that was, yeah, that was a catch. That right foot was in bounds.
So they're ruling out of bounds. So fourth down and goal from just inside the 20. And again, fourth down not been good to Vincent tonight. They're 0 for 4 on fourth down tries. So Mims under pressure, steps up. Got a chance. Takes it inside the 5-yard line, but that will be as far as he will get as he stopped at about the 3, and it'll go over to BB Comer on downs.
And you can see a couple of the BB Comer players pretty excited. I mean, defenses love to get shutouts, and better believe BB Comer was trying to make sure they kept him out of the end zone, kept that 0 up there on the scoreboard. And now Coach Fawcett, he's looking from his group, how long can we keep this football, and can we go on a big drive that maybe chews up the majority of this quarter right here and really put this thing away?
Well, they had an 88-yard touchdown drive in the second quarter. If they were to do it here, it would be a, 97-yard touchdown drive. J.C. Harris is out of the game. Devin Harvey, starting quarterback, stays in. And do we have a timeout here? Yep, we do. A King Boys Towing and Recovery timeout. And that'll give us the opportunity to remind you, coming up on Friday night, tomorrow night on My 68, another great matchup on the Friday Night Rivals telecast, as it'll be Helena against Pelham live on My 68 tomorrow night.
You know, we talked about Notasulga and Lochapoka earlier and how close those two schools are. Well, Helena was literally formed off of Pelham, and so that tells you how close those two schools are there. And you can just imagine if they hadn't split into the two schools, how big Pelham would be right now. I mean, we're talking about two 6A schools that split off from what Pelham used to be. So that should be a fun game there tomorrow night. And it's a Helena team that so far this year looks like they are on a mission after falling their last 3 games of the regular season last year, which kept them out of the postseason. And Coach Richie Busby and his group seem to be very, very hungry to not only get back in the playoffs, but come away with a region win this year as well.
So Harvey hands off up the middle, and about a 4-yard pickup on first down for Cameron Gaddis. So second down and 6, and again, B.B. Comer letting as much of the play clock expire as possible to milk the game clock here with a large lead. So second down. Harris hands it off once again to Gaddis, and he fights his way ahead for what may be a first down, but we've got another flag on the play.
And maybe a face mask right there on the tackle. Flag came in kind of late, came in right where the tackle was.
And that'll add some yardage on to the play with the face mask penalty right there. Aiden Poe guilty of the face mask. So a first down for B.B. Comer, as they've already moved it out to about the 19 or the 18-yard line, the Black Diamond first down. They've had a bunch of those tonight. You know, we didn't have many penalties in the first half, but we're making up for it here in the second half.
Before the snap, remains first down.
So 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 15. Here's a look at your 1A rankings this week.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at all these teams, and I'll tell you the team that you really need to watch out for in 1A, they're sitting right there at number 7. They lost their first game of the year to Geraldine, who may have a shot at going and winning 3A themselves, but Coosa Christian, they absolutely put it on Decatur Heritage this past week, beat them 48-0, which was a statement win for them, and they got a chance to really make some noise at 1A this year. They made it all the way to the semifinals last season, and a Hail Mary from Pickens County kept them from playing for a state title last year. And then, you know, we've looked at these 2A rankings earlier. Yeah, B.B. Comer sitting right there at the top, and they'll stay at the top after the performance from this week. Fife and Pisgah seems to be a matchup that just inevitable on down the line in the postseason. They'll see each other in the regular season also. Reeltown, Highland Home are two teams that really can make some noise in the south. Tuscaloosa Academy has a chance up there in the north as well.
Second down. And this is Gaddis wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Yellow Jacket defenders. Move on to Class 3A now.
Mars Hill Bible has been very impressive start this season. I mean, they dominated Coleman to get this year started. St. James, their only loss has come to Handley in 4A, who I think may be the favorites to win it in 4A. But, I mean, look at how many undefeated teams there are sitting right there in 3A. That's just packed. And Geraldine and Sylvania sitting right there at 7 and 8. They'll be taking on each other tomorrow night. Huge matchup up there in Northeast Alabama, and one that a lot of people expect may not be the first matchup between those two teams that we see this season.
Third down and long. Harvey back to throw. Airs it out deep down the near sideline and incomplete. So that'll stop the clock with 8:33. And that'll, for the first time tonight, we're going to get a look at the BB Comer punter as we move on to the Class 4A rankings, and the top two teams on the list played for the state championship last year.
And I think they got a good shot at making it back this year as well. Montgomery Catholic will have something to say about that. Jackson is another team. And then, as I said, Handley. Watch out for Handley. I mean, Coach Larry Strange done such a great job over there. Jacksonville played that Handley team very close a couple of weeks ago. They also dominated Anniston this past week. And so, you know, look for them. They got a quarterback who, one of the more elite quarterbacks we have here in the state, and that could allow Jacksonville to really get going and make some noise later in the season there at 4A.
And the first punt of the night for BB Comer. And Benson will have very good field positions. They'll start on the BB Comer side of the 50-yard line. Down 36-0. 8:22 to play in the game. See the young freshman, Lane Mims. Lead the team out. First down at the BB Comer 47. Tigers show blitz and got a stoppage of play.
Before the snap, we got illegal substitution against the defense. 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
So it'll be first down and 5 after the penalty. Yeah, I think the only drama left we have tonight, Caleb, is will that goose egg come off the scoreboard for Vincent? This is Mims. Nice run on first down. Here comes Michael Kirksey up to take him off his feet.
Well, to me, that's the difference between BB Comer and a lot of other teams that we have at 2A. And I think Howland Home is also another team that you can put kind of in the same group with them. Just the closing speed that they have. I mean, against a lot of other teams, Mims going to gain a lot more yards. You see how fast Kirksey comes downfield, closes in to make the tackle. And Howland Home's another group here in this same classification that has some great athletes. And they have the Falk kid that is committed to Auburn. They have another big player on defense that's getting recruited all over the place. And fortunately there for Vincent, though, able to do enough to get the first down and move the chains.
First down at the 37. Robertson gets the call, and he spins his way forward for about 3, maybe 4 on first down.
Yeah, a lot of the backups have now come into the ball game for BB Comer, taking out those starters. They've done their job tonight. And this is, you know, this is the advantage. This is why a lot of the elite programs stay elite, because they get big leads like this and they get a lot of those younger guys in the ball game. They get varsity experience a lot earlier than some of the other programs that they take on, and pays off when it's time for those guys to step into those starter roles. They've already been out there. They know what it's like. They've seen the speed. And, you know, so for Comer and Coach Fawcett, I mean, that's what they're building towards now with all these dominant wins that they've been able to have so far in this season. A lot of experience throughout this whole team.
Robertson, patience with his running. Tackled down low that time by Devin Harvey, who's still in the game on the defensive side.
Kind of surprised by that. You know, it's your quarterback out there, and he's shown tonight how valuable he is to this team. And come Kamar Harris also comes back in the ball game as well. So, yeah, that may be part of it. You know, Mickey, also is that 0 being up there on the scoreboard. Some of these guys may have looked at Coach Fawcett and said, hey, let me back in. We got to make sure we keep that 0 up there on the board. We want a shutout.
Well, they just got a little help from another penalty called against the Vincent offense. Mims to Fields, who throws downfield. Had a receiver wide open, but overthrew Matson Davis. That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it should have been an easy touchdown for them. I'm not sure if they've already run that play this year, but if they haven't, I'm just really surprised that they showed that trailing 36-0 here in this ball game. You would think that's something that you would want to save for later on, maybe in a closer football game, but had what they wanted right there. Just Fields, I mean, as I said earlier, just has not thrown the football very well tonight at all, and underthrew some guys early in the ball game. Right there, he overthrows them.
So here's the pitch to Robertson. There's nothing over that way, and he is crushed there by Datrion Wells. So yeah, I think B.B. Comer is taking this shutout pretty seriously here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all the good defenses take pride in shutting out the other team, keeping them off the scoreboard. You're seeing that from them right now. They've not let up at all. They're continuing to play hard, and you can tell they want to keep this Vincent Yellow Jacket team off the scoreboard. And I mean, how about that'd be a nice feather in your cap there. Say you shut out a top 10 team here in the state, and you know, look, a team that, you know, we showed their schedule earlier. Vincent's going to win a lot of football games this season. I mean, it will not shock me if they end up running the table and finishing 9-1 this season, but it just wasn't their night tonight.
And they're forced to call a timeout before they punt. So we're going to take the timeout as well. 5:50 to go in this one. A game that's been decided for a while. B.B. Comer pitching a shutout late in the game with a 36-0 lead over Vincent.
Bandits Bar and Grill is your stop for great food, family fun, and live music. Wednesday night is Cornhole Tournament.
Had the water break
Thursday night, Biker Night. Don't forget about the live music, too. Great steaks, full bar, awesome appetizers, wings, nachos, tacos, and fried catfish. Stop in today or give us a call at 256-369-2920. That's Bandits Bar and Grill on Fort Williams and Sylacauga.
Uncle Marcus, will you tell us the story about King Boys again?
Sure. Well, it all started back in 2008.
2008?
We didn't have all the fancy towing equipment we do now, but we did have a service and a desire to help our customers. You see, kids, you must train your mind and your body to be able to help the people you call customers. When they call on us, it's showtime. Understand me. King Boys' mission is to help when people are in need. So what's our motto, children?
King Boys forever!
And here is the punt from Vincent that goes inside the 15 and will be touched and downed at the 13-yard line by Quintarius Robertson. So B.B. Comer does hold Vincent out of the end zone once again. They've maintained that shutout so far with 5:35 to go in the game. They take back over first and 10.
Timeout.
So they're going to say the media timeout is now. And we'll step aside and take the break. We'll be back to Legion Stadium in a moment.
Bandits Bar and Grill is your stop for great food, family fun, and live music. Wednesday night is Cornhole Tournament. Thursday night, Biker Night. Don't forget about the live music, too. Great steaks, full bar, awesome appetizers, wings, nachos, tacos, and fried catfish. Stop in today or give us a call at 256-369-2920. That's Bandits Bar and Grill on Fort Williams and Sylacauga.
Uncle Marcus, will you tell us the story about King Boys again?
Sure. Well, it all started back in 2008.
2008?
We didn't have all the fancy towing equipment we do now, but we did have a service and a desire to help our customers. You see, kids, you must train your mind and your body to be able to help the people you call customers. When they call on us, it's showtime. Understand me. King Boys' mission is to help when people are in need. So what's our motto, cheering?
King Boys forever!
Hey, and we'd like to thank our friends at Bandits and Derek and the gang for their support of the AHSAA Thursday night game of the week. Bandits with new hours Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to close. Full menu and full bar, day and night at Bandits Bar and Grill. Again, thanks to Derek and all the folks down at Bandits. And we love the turkey and barbecue we were served tonight. It is outstanding once again this week. What an outstanding game tonight for Coach Fawcett's team, 36-0. It's all about just running the clock at this point. 1st and 10 at the 13 after the Vincent punt. And the running play up the middle, stuffed for no gain. So we continue our look at this week's football rankings, Class 5A. There you see Ramsey, the top team in the rankings this week, and we will see them in a couple of weeks against Winona from Legion Field. That'll be our AHSAA Thursday night game of the week in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I mean, 5A's stacked, but Ramsey, they made a statement this past week, dominate Pleasant Grove the way that they did. And they're going to take on Auburn in 2 weeks, which also will tell you a lot about where Ramsey is, but they're looking to defend their 5A state championship and really are in the driver's seat. And their only blemish on the season is a loss to Parker, which if you've seen the way Parker's played so far this year, that is nothing to hang your head about. I mean, we thought that them and Mortimer Jordan was going to be a close game last week, and they put it on. Mortimer Jordan beating them, I think it was like 62-20 something. So Ramsey right now, they're the team to beat in 5A, but saw Central Clay creeping up there towards the top, Coach Danny Horn, and you can just never count him out.
So 3rd down. And they run it again. Garrett hits it out across the 20 for a short gain. So that'll bring up 4th down. And here's a look at Class 6A. And I'll tell you, the top 2 teams there may be your favorites to play for the title.
There ain't no maybe to it. I mean, right now, though, those two are on a crash course to meet there at the end of the year, and it's up to everybody else to do something about it. You know, you look at the scores from the beginning part of the year. Saraland's doing it both on the offensive and defensive side. Clay Chalkville has been phenomenal on the defensive side of the football. They shut out Pinson Valley last week.
For the snap,
shut out Briarwood to start the year.
On the offense.
Only gave up 3 to Hueytown.
Down.
You know, it's no disrespect to all these other teams. We just talked about Parker and how good they are. And Oxford, really, really good team. But right now, everybody else is they're chasing those top 2 teams. And Saraland is the team to beat. They won it last year. They've got all their guys back. They've got a Texas commit at quarterback, an Alabama commit at wide receiver. They've got Alabama commit on the defensive side of the ball playing defensive line. And I mean, just other college-level prospects all over the field for them. Clay Chalkville's in the same boat. But, you know, for everybody else, look, Heavy is the guy that wears the crown, and it's the head that wears the crown. And, you know, Saraland's been at the top for a while now. We'll see if somebody can knock them off. But they made a statement with a win over Spanish Fort.
That was an incredible play by the B.B. Comer punter to go up and catch that snap, and then he was roughed. That is number 51, Chris Wilson. Incredible play. So it's going to be basically telling Coach Fawcett.
I think they got running into the kicker instead of roughing.
But check out the grab here.
Oh, yeah. Pretty athletic play.
And then the running into the punter down low.
That was a great snag right there. Really athletic play by Wilson.
So 3:19 to go. As Vincent will get another chance to do something about this shutout right now. they will line up to punt it again. This time a better snap, and Chris Wilson hits it to the 50, and it kicks back, and it'll be down to around the 45. So that'll be where Vincent takes over with 3:02 to play. And here's a look at Class 7A, and you know, you could say again, those top two teams, a lot of people think they're on a collision course to play for the 7A state championship.
If there's anybody that's going to have something to say about it, it's Mary Montgomery, who you see right there at number 4. They were up 28-0 on Alma Bryant within the first 7 minutes of their football game tonight. They have just been dominant down there in the Mobile area. And you know, look, we're if you're a fan of the sport, we're starving for somebody from one of those Mobile or Huntsville regions to do something, to make some noise, to get into the mix there in 7A. And Mary Montgomery may be the team to do that this season. You got Auburn right there at number 3. I do a show with Coach Etheridge every week. They unfortunately lost their quarterback early in the season. Here's an interception from B.B. Comer. He's got a chance to take this all the way back.
This is Gaddis. Brings it all the way back to the 27-yard line. So Vincent going for the home run ball, and they throw their second interception of the game. And B.B. Comer offense will come right back out there to milk this fourth quarter clock.
Right there, just the pressure on Mims kind of forced the bad throw, and good return here from Comer as well. So they should be able to ice this football game and put it away. But I'm telling you, 7A is going to be fun to keep up with this year. I'm looking forward to seeing how Mary Montgomery does. Can one of those teams from Huntsville sneak in and make some noise? You got Hoover out of the top 10 for the first time since 2000. This week it was very weird to see those top 10 rankings, not see Hoover up there. And then you got Thompson sitting right there at the top, and they kind of flexed their muscles this past week with a dominant win over Spain Park. A lot of people thought Spain Park would maybe give them a little bit better football game. Hewitt-Trussville will take on Hoover this week. Vestavia Hills sitting there as well, and it looks like it may be coming down to Vestavia against Hewitt later on this year to see who will get that 2 seed and who will get that 3 seed there in that region.
Not only did Hoover fall out, but in 3A, Piedmont, the second longest running team in the polls, did not appear for the first time in, I think, 166 polls.
Wow.
Harvey takes the snap. Little pitch here on the edge, and a host of defenders there to make the stop as the clock continues to wind. And we'll have this game for you coming up tomorrow night on WOTM and also live stream, as Hewitt-Trussville will take on the aforementioned Hoover Bucks.
Must win for Hoover. And it's must win for Hewitt also, because Coach Floyd and his group, they're dying to get a home playoff game. You know, they never really get to play at home because they've been finishing in the 3 seed, having to travel in the first round, and they end up getting matched right back up with someone from their region, so they have to travel to them, and they haven't been able to get any home games. And so for Hewitt, it would be a huge step in that direction of finally getting to host a playoff game, be at home during the playoffs for maybe even the first 2 rounds. And so it's must win for them tomorrow night, but it's definitely must win for Hoover. They've got to get a win in that ball game, really, to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, as we go under a minute to play in this one, it is 4th down and 9. B.B. Comer working the clock. And the offense coming over to the sideline. It is 4th down. Coach Foss is going to call timeout.
Timeout. Black.
And once again, I'd like to thank our friends at King Boys Towing and Recovery. Special thanks to Marcus and April for their technical assistance and the muscle they provide for us each and every Thursday night. And then coming up tomorrow night on My 68, your Friday night rivals matchup. We've talked about this several times already tonight. Great matchup, Helena and Pelham. Should be a great atmosphere for this one. 7 o'clock kickoff live on My 68 tomorrow night.
And there won't be any empty seats in the stands tomorrow night when those two teams face off against each other. And if you haven't been to a game at Pelham, Pelham has one of the nicer stadiums in the state. It's a great place to watch a game, and that place will be packed tomorrow night as those two teams face off in a huge region matchup there.
And so we're going to have a field goal attempt here by B.B. Comer. And this will be a 44-yard attempt. Well short.
Hey, I don't knock it, though. I mean, way up in the ball game, you know, they obviously don't trust him a ton because they didn't kick any extra points early in the ball game.
But we had a flag.
So get him some work, give him a chance to go out there and try to kick a long field goal, see what he can do.
We have a penalty flag.
We got illegal against the offense. That penalty will be declined. First down, White.
Now, you don't see that on field goal illegal motion very much.
So Vincent takes back over with 27 seconds to play.
And this is a statement win tonight for B.B. Comer. But, you know, for Vincent, if they end up getting the rematch with B.B. Comer later in the year from Coach Weatherford, I'm going back and showing this film and showing my guys, hey, look how close we were to executing and scoring a couple times in this ball game. I mean, just a few yards away from getting a couple of those fourth down conversions that if you get them, we're possibly looking at a totally different football game here tonight.
Robertson almost broke that one and would have erased that goose egg on the scoreboard, but final seconds are ticking away. It is a Black Diamond first down out at the 49-yard line. And Mims can't handle the snap, and he will go down back at the 41, and that will do it. B.B. Comer.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a smile there from Coach Fox.
Finishes it off with a 36-0 shutout at home tonight. And as Caleb said, a statement victory tonight in this battle of the unbeatens coming in, a top 10 matchup, much talked about game around the state of Alabama. But it was really no contest tonight. It was all B.B. Comer.
Yeah, it wasn't, you know, and like I was saying, you're going to look at the score of this game and think, man, Comer dominant, and they did. You know, I mean, Comer played really well. They scored on their first 5 possessions of the game, but on the Vincent side, you have to look at some of the positives. They moved the football. They had some opportunities, especially early in this game when it was a lot closer, to do some things that would have flipped how this football game went. And so for Vincent, you got to keep your head held high. Like I was saying earlier, they still have a chance to run the table, finish 9-1, be the 2 seed in this region, host a playoff game, and all the things that they want to accomplish are still right there in front of them. Probably going to be very tough now to win the region due to the fact they'd have to have, you know, B.B. Comer slip up twice, but great win tonight for Comer.
B.B. Comer improves to 5-0, 3-0 in the region. We'll return to Legion Stadium for some post-game comments in just a moment.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
Hey, Dad.
Now that school's back in session, let's give them a mattress lesson.
Okay.
Is Dover's Mattress Closeout Center a true closeout center, or is it just a name on the wall?
Kids, Dover's Mattress Closeout Center is not just a name on a building. We truly acquire and sell scuffed, discontinued, closeout mattresses and adjustable beds discounted on average 40 to 50% off.
Wow, that was better than a math lesson. But remember the sliced at price.
Oh, boy.